What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. It's the last time you're going to hear me say that on the show because we are at, January 5th? Yeah, you got 2 more days and then no more.
Two more, yeah.
You're done.
After Three Kings Day, that's it.
Can't do it no
tomorrow.
Yeah, you're done. Forget it. Can't do it anymore. Dexter, Henry, Ryan Fonseca here. Another edition of New York Got Game.
Yes, sir.
Doing our live show, Watch Party. We have a special guest joining us for the first time in New York Got Game. I'm a huge fan of her content. She does a lot with Knicks Film School. Shout out to the whole Knicks Film School family. But we have the one and only Rebecca Chasen here with us.
Hello. Happy to be here. Very excited.
Glad to have you here. You're a big fan. I've not seen you at the Garden, but I always see you at the Garden, every game. So I'm always like, one of these days, I'm going to run into Rebecca. It's going to happen. It's funny. It's our first time actually meeting and joining here, but glad to have you. Been doing stuff with Knicks Film School. How was your New Year's? Despite the Knicks having lost 2 games.
Obviously.
Is it off to a decent start?
Other than that, it's been great. Hopefully, they'll pick it up a bit. But yeah, it's been good. Everything's good.
We hope they pick it up. Knicks have a big game tonight here against the Pistons. Bryan, your New Year off to a decent start?
Yeah, other than just kind of the stuffiness that's just still proliferating everywhere.
Yeah.
It feels like we're still all sick and then getting sick again.
I'm sick. Don't get me sick. Don't get sick.
I'm good right now.
Okay, making sure.
Getting
out of it.
If I have to blow my nose at some point, that's fine. But congestion.
Yeah.
Listen, the groundhog MFer. It's too early to curse because YouTube. You know what I mean? You just gotta. You don't want to get demonetized. I hope the groundhog. What is it? They see their shadow, whatever.
Yeah, the groundhog comes out and sees.
I'm ready for spring. I don't know about y'all,
but
I'm kind of over it.
So,
as somebody who's born in the winter, birthday Saturday, by the way. I'm not appreciative of how winter's back this year, and I don't like it. I'm ready for the spring. I'm ready to put my coat away for the year.
That is true.
Not see it again until after the summer or the next fall.
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't really snowed like that in a while.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this.
So I had to look it up. I should have known this because I used to be a weather reporter. But when Pakistani Phil sees his shadow, that means 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay,
if he doesn't,
that's what I thought.
Then it's supposed to be, spring.
But is it real?
No,
is it real?
Here's why it's not real.
Okay.
What if it's a cloudy day? And you have a shadow? It's not real. It's a bunch of nonsense.
I never thought of it that simply. Could you say that?
Simple.
Could you get away with saying that at your old job? Probably not, right?
No. There's a lot of things I didn't like about doing it. Why the hell y'all have me out there during a hurricane? It's pointless. You don't need
There's
some
amazing footage.
I was gonna mess up the money. That's all I'm saying.
There's phone calls with Dex in the North Carolina hotel. Oh, yeah. Tremendous.
There's a lot. Salute to everybody in the chat. See my guy Fritz from Nick of Time Show up in here. Interesting. Somebody let us know that they're taking a piss. Thank you for letting us know that.
Thank you.
The person's name is useless. And okay. Team Knicks, K7, so let's dominate tonight. How y'all feeling in the chat? Do you think the Knicks get a victory? They have lost 3 in a row. Vibes are not good right now. Rebecca, are they getting a victory tonight?
They need to. I'm saying yes. I'll always say yes.
Okay, all right.
I'll always say yes, but please.
Please.
Oh my gosh,
I think that's how a lot of Knicks fans feel today.
Oh yeah.
It's like they'll always say yes, but also can you get this one?
So if they don't get one, I already know y'all gonna be angry. I already know you guys are gonna be angry.
Are we in must-win territory? 3 straight losses. They haven't lost a 4th straight this year.
They haven't lost 4 straight since 2022.
Since 2022, that's right. But we're still kind of on. I've been saying, hey, they haven't had a good road win yet. The best one is the Atlanta one, probably, who was 15-18 heading into that game.
But they almost blew the lead.
And they almost blew.
Does a cup championship count as a road win?
Neutral
Wait,
court.
was that Pacers game in Indiana? Was that at the Garden?
That was a good
one.
Yeah,
that
was a good
But the
one.
Pacers are 6-30.
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what
whatever.
I mean?
It's still really good game.
That's a good win.
Okay, good win, but against now even Detroit tonight, this is why I don't think not that you can't lose the game and end up going to the finals, but it's a bad look if you lose this because Jalen Duren, who might be an all-star, is out. Tobias Harris is out, who's obviously one of their best offensive weapons. And then Karis LeVert's out too, who's an important piece off the bench. And you're missing Josh Hart and still Landry Shamet. But Detroit's missing a good amount. They're on a second of a back-to-back. They just beat Cleveland yesterday in Cleveland. They got to sleep at home tonight, but they're home for this. It's a real gut check, especially for the Knicks. Detroit's the best record in the East, They just beat Cleveland yesterday. They're kind of okay. I'm sure they want to win this game too.
Yeah.
But it's not an awful look. And they're the underdogs, actually. Detroit's the underdogs in this game.
I kind of agree with Fritz here, who says this game means more for us than them.
1000%.
I
agree.
100%, I agree with Fritz on that. I think it's a great point.
I think that's the way to put it.
I think, listen, I don't like, it's must win and it's early January. So I'm going to calm that down.
Yeah.
But it is important. I'll say what Steph Bondi said to me. Ooh, foul and one.
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
He's had some big games against the Knicks in the past. And also some not big games. But
yeah, and that's a foul on Brunson. So not a good foul there by Brunson. But what I'll say, guys, is, look, Steph said this to me on the show we recorded yesterday to preview this. It's like, look, I won't call it a must win. And it's not a great litmus test because both teams have people out. But the Knicks needed to get their confidence right and back.
100%.
And Mike Brown the other night in the press conference said, adversity. Teams got to see adversity. Oh, no. Jalen Brunson grabbing his knee.
So he banged his knee on Duncan Robinson when they collided. We've seen this how many times at this point? It sounds like they're booing him when he touches the ball.
They're mad about what he did last year. They're still salty. There's no doubt about that.
I mean,
he thrives off that.
The more rivals you have, the better you're expected to be, if you're the Knicks.
Yeah, and you got to have people boo you. I'm also watching Asur Thompson, who we know got Jade to end that series. Ooh. Come on, get the steal. There we go. That's one.
Wow.
Wow. What was that?
Wow. There's the open three.
I don't like the start for the Knicks. Down 7-1.
That's a contender for halftime to look at it because of the transition defense after not making that layup.
Yeah, I would say too. Knicks have yet to hit a field goal in this game.
Right at Towns.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, Detroit, they came out to play. And I kind of expected some of this. And now I think it's, they've got punched in the mouth. How the Knicks going to respond, and Brunson responds.
Brunson didn't even let the offense get set. He just like, where's the mismatch? Even though Isaiah Stewart's like hardly a mismatch because he can switch really well. But where's the mismatch? And let's go to work.
Hopefully that's not the theme the whole game. I feel like we rely on him so much, and obviously there's a reason for that. But would love the rest of the team to get involved.
To your point though, Rebecca, lately it's the offense has felt very, very Brunson heavy. And I know you've seen it, when you're doing Twitter spaces and Twitter show, you see Paul Reed there. A lot of fans have talked about wanting a little more diversity in the offense. You feel like you want to see more guys step up?
100%. But I also get it. Like, he's the one to step up and he knows he can.
Right.
And thank goodness he can. Very appreciative, but it would just be nice. The rest of them could get some of that clutch ability. Even not even clutch, just it doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be Brunson ball. It shouldn't have to be Brunson savior ball every game at the end of the game. We got some wins before the losses, but they were all tight at the end.
Yeah.
And Jalen had to bail us out. I mean,
to Bryan, and that's Brian's point.
Whoa.
You haven't seen them.
Whoa.
I don't think I've seen that.
Mitchell Robinson dribbling and attacking?
That's not a good sign for tonight.
No, it's not. I've not seen that in forever.
Would have been crazy if that one in.
That's clippable for sure.
But what I will give credit, why that might be clippable too. Look, Mitchell Robinson had a really good contest the other way.
He also went up with the wrong hand. Oh, did you notice, by the way, a few plays ago, I kind of reacted to this, but so how the Pistons were kind of killing the Knicks at times, because they didn't kill them, although they outscored them in the last 5 games of the playoff series, was the back cutting where Jalen Duren would get the ball on the free throw line and then Asar Thompson would cut, Ron Holland would cut, whatever. They just did that again a couple plays ago where Paul Reed got the ball, dribbled to the top of the key. Asar Thompson was wide open underneath the rim. He ended up shooting a floater and making it anyway. But I'm curious to see with this double big lineup, how they're going to attack that with those back cuts, because that's one of the ways they're going to have to do it, because Jalen Duren's actually not in this game, as you see Paul Reed making the layup. Yeah,
on a baseline cut.
The Knicks have to watch the back cuts with Detroit, because that's where they really hurt them in the playoffs last time.
Yeah, well, finally, Mikal Bridges, somebody hits a field goal beside Jalen Brunson. We can finally see that. How much fun, I'd ask you about, and everybody, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're watching this live show. But Rebecca, you've been now doing some stuff with Knicks Film School. You've been hosting the Twitter Spaces, interacting with fans.
Yeah.
I have a question about that after this.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Brian's got a question about you interacting with fans. How much fun have you had doing it? And you and J Mac doing stuff. How much fun have you had with it?
It's been very fun. I love John. He's really great. Very nice guy. He had reached out to me about doing like a podcast or something, and I really had never done anything like that before. Just tweet.
You just tweet.
I just tweet.
Early deuce.
Oh,
entrant for Mitch.
I'm kind of excited about that.
Your team early deuce.
Well, I just think he's been pretty. I don't know the word other than great.
Impactful.
Impactful.
Yeah. He has the best plus minus on the team this year.
He came back with a vengeance.
And
I like it.
I talked about it the other day. He shot 50% from the field and over 47% from three in his last 4 games since coming back. So he's been great.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see him. But
glad to see him early too. But yes.
Yeah, no, I've been loving the podcast. It's so cool. I never thought I would do anything like that or like this. But I love it. It's very fun.
Nah, you're doing a great job with it.
It's been awesome.
No, I'm glad to have you here. Now, Bryan, I'm sure is going to ask you. I think I know what Bryan's going to ask you, but go ahead, Bryan.
Do you? I don't know if you know. Oh, let me ask you this because I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Oh my goodness, that could have been travel.
Yeah.
Because of how he came down, but regardless. But Rebecca, let me ask you this. So in doing the spaces, I mean, you may occasionally deal with trolls who aren't Knicks fans and things of that nature. What I want to know is, in your interactions with just NBA Twitter this year, who are the fan bases that get the Knicks the most riled up? Because I'm seeing some back and forth with Pistons fans, with Magic fans, with Hawks fans. The Cavs less so because the Cavs haven't been great. The Celtics fans are starting to get loud again.
Yeah.
Because their team's been really good.
They are.
So who are the fan bases that right now you think hate the Knicks the most?
For me, it's like always been Philly. That's just like who I fight. Like,
Philly,
and I don't even like. I try my best to not fight with anyone on Twitter, but obviously it happens.
Don't we all?
It always ends up being like that. I actually am like getting annoyed about because I rarely like get annoyed. I think it's all hysterical. Like you want to fight with it. No, like I really rarely do. It's most fan bases. I don't care. And at the end, like I'm like that was funny. Like cool. But no, Philly, they're like mean. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But no, sometimes I'll like go back and forth with them. I think Philly. That's my main one that I fight with.
Philly, New York.
It makes sense.
They have
even
similar
Boston
hostility.
Boston is Boston, but like
they're just angry.
But Philly Twitter is different. That's the thing. Like there's some nice Celtics fans on Twitter that I've interacted with. But obviously some not nice ones too. But Philly, like it's just never good. I try to avoid saying bad things about Philly, except like I can't do that because I hate Embiid. So I'll always say something bad. But like I really try to avoid answering any Philly fans.
Were you at the game on Saturday?
I was not. I was at the
So I was walking.
Well, you're at the first round series from 2 years ago.
Yes.
You were there.
I'm at all the playoff games.
Okay.
So I was at the game Saturday, and
I was at the game Friday.
You Friday for the Hawks, right?
Okay.
So I didn't go Friday for the Hawks. So I'm coming down. Game's over. I'm coming down from the press box, and get to the concourse, and I'm walking back to get to the press conference.
No, I'm scared.
And there's one dude. He's wearing the Brotherly Love, Philly City edition. There's one dude, and he's like in a sea of Knicks fans, and he's like, "Yeah, that's a great win for the Sixers." And everybody looked at him like they wanted to kill him, but they couldn't. Everybody looked at him.
Philly played well in that game.
Yeah, no, that was.
They played well. He was like, Joel Embiid is back, and that's really what got people in.
No, like that's the thing. Like I have so much respect for even a Trey Young, Tyrese Halliburton, but Embiid, I hate him.
I think a lot of Knicks fans feel similar. I think Embiid pisses them off because they look at Tyrese Maxey and they're like, "Yo, I respect it." They're like, "I respect it. He doesn't seem like a dick. He can average 30."
Also, Maxey reminds me of like Quickly, and I'm like, oh.
And they're good friends.
They're good friends.
Yeah, like he's like a much better Quickly.
He seems like a really nice guy. And he doesn't.
Paul George is kind of like whatever at this point because he's not as good anymore. He's fine, but he's not like Paul George level.
So he's your most hated player in the league, Embiid.
Yeah.
Does any of your hate for Embiid have to do with what he did to Mitchell Robinson?
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Wait.
That was
who's on that list? It's Embiid and who are the other? Trey Young.
Oh well, I was just saying like rivals of the Knicks, like you know what I mean, or
Like who
whatever.
Of the rivals of the Knicks, the Sixers, the
Embiid
Pacers.
is like my least favorite person in the world.
Yeah, so you got so no, not even Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
No, well, I like can't even be bothered with them. Like, whatever. Like, you're mad that you got. I mean, they're both good, obviously, and I guess it's fine. But like, I don't know. I just like have like at least like a little respect for them and their game. But Embiid, like I think it all really went out the window what he did to Mitch. But even before, I don't know, such bad vibes.
I was down
horrible vibes.
I was down in Philly last week before New Year's, and I ended up not seeing him. One of my roommates from college, I didn't get to see him, but we talked on the phone, and he said, "Well, the Sixers, we would have beat the Knicks that a couple years ago if he was healthy." And I said, "You can't give me anything about health when he got Mitch Robinson done for the playoffs."
I'll never, ever, ever get over that because that was
a lot of Knicks fans are not over that. When I talk to them, a lot of Knicks fans are not over.
And we should. I don't think Mitch is over that.
Wow.
Even though he didn't act like.
You see how Cade just like attacked OG effortlessly there. He just went downhill and just drew the foul very easily.
He's gotten stronger, and
I think it's more so he's gotten smarter at how to use his strength, how to use his body this year. You're seeing him do post-ups also, like when he's been really good at reading mismatches this year.
I'm curious though, Rebecca, I'm curious for you too, because Bryan brought up that question, which I think was a really good one, which is not what I thought Bryan was going to ask. But
I wonder what you thought I was going to
ask. It was kind of in the same vein, but I thought you was going to be like, how's it dealing with fans who might be assholes or might not be assholes?
I mean, we could answer that question.
We can get there. But how do you think fans feel about the Pistons? Because it's very interesting. Like, and I was talking with Amari Sankova from the Detroit Free Press about this. It's like it's not really a rivalry yet, but it's something that could get to being a rivalry.
I agree. Like, obviously, I think both teams think the other's great or a really good team. But even with the playoffs last year, it's not that like. The hatred. I don't even know if hatred's the right word, but like, okay.
Wow,
it's not really fully there yet.
Yeah. Now,
which is fun.
I think Pistons fans probably feel differently because of how it ended for them.
Well, that's fair.
Right.
They feel like they got
like, okay,
sure.
like we won, so like whatever. But no, that makes sense. If
he's just attacking OG like nothing, bro.
Yeah, which is something you didn't see last year.
That's an interesting development to monitor moving forward. I think it's also the play styles. So both teams can get very physical. At least a couple of their main players. Like, and there's this ongoing, especially now, Brunson versus Cade debate. And then there's been like Brunson versus Donovan, Brunson versus Maxey. Like all these guys, like people just fight about all of them in terms of Eastern Conference hierarchy.
Yeah.
Paolo is like not seen as that yet, though maybe he can get there at some point. I think that's part of it too, is just fans arguing about which player is better when they rank like the best players in the East.
Yes.
No,
that I get that. Definitely.
What bets did you have today, Dex? We haven't mentioned
talk about that.
Kevin
McCullough. I was calling for him to get minutes.
I like Kevin
weeks
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
You did say it weeks ago, and it's
like give him a shot.
Kevin McCullough's. He's like a mini Josh Hart.
Oh my God, 100%.
I'm intrigued.
And I'm very intrigued. The Knicks have players which are intrigued. We'll get into this. And Bryan, I have a lot to talk about with the trade. And you and I were talking about this before we came on live. It's like, I don't know if they.
Why is Mitch dribbling again? Yo, was this in the game plan today?
Maybe
they're trying to throw him off.
We want you to throw off Isaiah Stewart by dribbling right in front of him.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart's reigning defensive player of the month. That might have gone.
Just make him confused. Be like, why is he doing that?
We're confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's tough. McCullough was not wrong place, wrong time there, but. That's smart for Isaiah Stewart to recognize that.
Look, all of this, I'll get to my bets in a second, but all this stuff tells me.
Look at this take.
It's just tough for him.
Yeah.
McCullough is off the bench. We've seen Diawara off the bench.
Kolek before.
All before Gershon Yabusele.
Oh, you mean today? Has Kolek in the game yet?
No, Kolek hasn't played today. But I don't even just talk about
I thought you meant like him just getting minutes in general.
No, I just mean like they're getting minutes. They're getting more minutes than
Jaden Ivey time.
Yeah, than all these other guys are. My bet today, I took Knicks money line. I took Deuce McBride over 11.5 points, and I took Mikal Bridges over 1.5 steals. So
had Deuce also, same thing, and Paul Reed over 9.5 points.
Paul Reed, I think you're already at 4, 6?
I think 4. If it's 6, I mean,
4.
that'd be great.
4 points. Every Detroit starter has scored.
Deuce has a couple already.
Every Knicks starter scored except for Mitchell Robinson.
This is a long-ish Mitch stint.
It is.
Yeah.
Cat has already been. Is Cat in foul trouble? Did I miss a second foul?
No, he doesn't. No, nobody in the Knicks has 2 fouls. Cat has no fouls actually.
He's none.
Mitch came out quickly.
I thought you should have.
Mitch came out quickly for Deuce, and then they brought him back. Then he came
again.
Back.
Why is Mitch dribbling so much?
You don't ever want to see him.
What is happening? He's taking like 7 dribbles in this quarter. Oh wow. They have a bunch of guys who are like poor.
It looks like he should have been. He got some contact.
They have a bunch of guys who could really defend Detroit. If Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, Duran when he's healthy.
Actually. I thought he got some body. It was a good D.
Paul Reed even to some extent when he feels like it.
What they don't have, what Detroit doesn't have,
Javonte Green, who's on the court now,
is shooting.
Yeah, they have some, but not enough. Although Jaden Ivey could provide some of that.
Good D.
He was 40% from 3 last year from 3.
It's a good shot by Ivy.
He was one of my most improved player candidates before he got hurt, and they had to like just gradually work him in. And now it's Duran instead. Oh boy.
Well, they need Jordan Clarkson to wake up. He's had a quiet last couple of games.
Rebecca, how do you feel about Jordan Clarkson just in general?
I don't really know. I really don't.
Perfect.
I feel like that's how kind of it just is right now with him. Because he'll have some really good minutes or like parts of games, but
he just made another 3.
You know what? And now I'm back on my.
Wait, who made the 3? Clarkson?
Yeah.
Clarkson,
Okay,
yeah. They were showing McCullough. I don't know why.
So right now I like him.
McCullough kind of got cooked by Cade Cunningham on the previous play, and he's guarding Cade again. So this is interesting. Now Cade wants, he just wants McCullough again. Cade is going after whoever is on the other side right now. It's real interesting to watch.
The Knicks, I think they're fortunate to be hanging around a little bit here in this game. They haven't played too sloppy, but it's been a little bit too Brunson heavy for me as Brunson takes another shot.
Whereas Detroit's been Cade heavy, but it feels like it makes more sense.
A great relocation by Deuce.
Yeah, he's
fantastic.
This is why his on-off numbers, his plus-minus numbers, like they're off the charts because he makes guys better when he's out there.
Also, the thing you said, you saw the rebound coming, Rebecca. You said Mitch, and Mitch does such a great job as soon as he gets the ball, knowing where to look. That's one thing I'll say about Mitch. I don't know about the dribbling today. Okay, Kevin.
That's good defense. Oh, he's shooting that. Maybe get a little on balance.
He was fading way to his right.
He had time, bro. Timeout. I like that timeout, actually.
All right, Knicks. I don't think the Knicks have played their best quarter here, guys. I was just looking. They actually done a decent job. This has been a fairly cleanly played game. 3 turnovers for Detroit, 1 turnover for the Knicks. And I think the Knicks overcame a poor shooting start. They're shooting 48% from the field. They've hit 3 of 6 3-pointers. Detroit's shooting 71% from the field. So the Knicks can stay within striking distance. Because you knew the Pistons were going to come out with a lot of energy, right? You knew they'd come out with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
They're pumped up. They're the ones who got knocked out.
Yeah, they want their get back.
Yeah. So, that's, they're going to come with that. So we're talking about fans in the space. And I remember I saw something with you earlier this year where there was a fan who came at you like you didn't know something. And I thought you handled it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I thought you handled it really professionally. That I was almost like, I'm not sure I would have handled it as professionally.
Oh, wait. But I will say, if it's what I'm thinking of, there were like a lot of other tweets that were like drafted that weren't that nice.
Been there.
I'm really good at growth, I'm really good at drafting. I'm big on my draft.
And not hitting set.
It was also, I think it was during a game and I was at the Garden and I was just like riled up and I was like ready.
Yeah. What happened? I try to stay off Twitter a little bit more.
I think it was actually on my birthday because I'm pretty sure it was on my birthday because Knicks Film School posted like happy birthday to me or whatever. And
this was when?
November 30th. So we played Toronto. I was at the Garden.
Like it was at that time.
Yeah, it was. I actually remember it perfectly now. And someone responded to the Knicks Film School birthday post saying like, what does she really bring other than being like a big fan?
Yeah.
And like, fair. I've heard that plenty of times. Like, I get it. And so, yeah, a few things were drafted. I was like, who cares? Like, whatever. I drafted a couple things that didn't make it out, thankfully, during the game. I think I sent out a tweet after the game. I was like, you know what? Let me put this away for a sec. Enjoy the game. It's my birthday.
Focus and enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and then after, I think I just said, like, I quote tweeted it because people have said it before. And I was just like, I've never claimed to be this like all-knowing fan. I've never played basketball myself. I did for a year in middle school. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm going to be up here like giving the X's and O's and like doing a breakdown, even like you guys are right now. Which exactly, I never claimed to be. I'm not like I'm the all-knowing basketball wizard. Yeah. I just love the Knicks, and like that's it, and that's all I've ever claimed to.
I like that you recognize that. I like that you recognize that.
Because that's what it is. Like,
but we talk all the time about just in the industry, people trying to be something they're not, wanting to be something they're not.
Just
and
be
it's
yourself.
Like,
yeah.
Right. And it's just, if
I
that's
like
you,
your stuff because you're you.
Correct.
I'm just enjoying
you're
myself.
a fan, you're at the games, you
exactly.
go with your dad, and you see the passion for it. And we're all fans.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
We are all fans.
100%.
And I don't think that should be lost. And I don't think everything has to be super analytical. Yes, at halftime we're going to look at some plays
for sure, and there's so many people to do that. Yeah. I don't like.
Yeah, you don't have.
I have to also do that.
We also like doing that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know, like,
we like doing it, but here's the thing: do I like? You know, I love what the guys at KFS do. Like, I love what Benji does.
Yeah.
I love what DJ does. They're dope at what they do. But everybody, I have them on with me. And we talk stuff. Sometimes Bryan and I, we do film breakdowns and they're different, and everybody has their different way. I just thought the way you handled that and said that was like.
What did you say to the person?
I was just
What'd you end up saying to them?
I said like, I don't think I can honestly probably find it. I was just like, I don't think that I've ever. I was like, I'm quote tweeting this because I've heard this before. I don't think I've ever said that I'm here to break down the game and tell the Knicks what they could do better and like all this stuff. And then I had to like respond to it again. And I just said, even when John had asked me to do the podcast, something I said to him was like, I don't know basketball as well as other people. And he was like, it doesn't matter. And it was just basically that. Like
I'm glad
John literally never said that I.
Yeah, you.
Why do I need to give a breakdown?
Like,
who cares? Exactly.
There's tons of people in the space. I'm not about
and clearly people enjoy it. Like what?
That's what matters.
I actually ended up. The guy who said it ended up like people started like going at him a little, and I messaged him and I was like, sorry, like I just
you messaged.
Wait, I messaged. Wait, I'm very. I
nice.
always feel bad when like something happens that like gets bigger than it like really had to be.
Yeah.
I just feel bad.
But that's not even your fault.
No, I know. I was just like, I
get it. You just, you know.
I didn't take. I just wanted him to know I didn't take it as like an insult.
And you tweeted that too.
Oh,
wow.
And
strip.
You said was saying to people not to take it from him as
it's fine. I get it. Like people asked that before. I questioned myself about that. But then so many people were coming at him. I like felt really bad. And he was like, I'm actually no, like I should be apologizing, not you. Like I could have worded it better. Like there's no need.
No, you could have just said nothing.
No, I know.
That's it. No, that's the problem. Now I could have worded it better.
I know.
Just say nothing.
I know.
More of you people on Twitter and on social media in general, just say nothing.
So
okay, like that's it. When it comes to fucking anything, just say nothing. Sometimes.
Just don't.
The thing I think I took when I saw you quote tweet that and not your response, and I'm not the person to be like, oh, Rebecca, you just had to turn the other cheek, but I immediately read the response, and again, I'm not saying that the guys was trying to do that, but I really thought to myself, if you were a man or another man that had gone to the KFS space, was that going to happen? My gut says no. Okay. Oh, because
no, they probably would have been like, this idiot doesn't know anything. Instead, like I don't know, I didn't take it as an insult because I've always thought that myself,
but
and
you know who you are,
and I just used that as like the opportunity to remind everybody I'm not coming in and saying that like I could play this freaking game. I can't.
And listen,
I just enjoy it. I just really like it.
There's people who have that energy around basketball and talking about it that say they can play the game. They haven't played a lick of basketball.
No, exactly.
And they
at
least
like I admit it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of frauds out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, if the Knicks can emerge from this leading, never mind.
They have a chance.
I don't think they played particularly well this quarter.
No, but I don't think they played.
But you'll take a 1 point deficit.
All right, I will take a 1 point deficit.
A 1 point deficit. They only had 2 turnovers. which I think is huge for them in a quarter.
One at the end.
One at the end in a quarter where Detroit shot 61%. So the only way you're going to stay in the game is by taking care of the ball. Let me see what the rebounding is.
Where Cat barely played.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Did Mitch play all 12 minutes?
No, he came out for a little bit. He played 9.
I thought so. Okay.
Played 9 of the 12.
He
That'd
did.
be
They put him
crazy.
back in, and then immediately Detroit got him in space, and I think it was Jaden Ivey who hit a pull-up 3 in his face. Like he just got him off balance and was able to pull the trigger because he had so much space on him.
Yeah, I love that you said that, and I want to say,
Be yourself, people.
For me, yeah.
Also, like I'm myself, and this person was like a picture of like who knows what. Like,
I
but that's usually
like,
what it
how it
is.
always is.
It's always
That's how it always is. That's exactly how it
These are the people who like the people that be in my mentions. It's usually never a profile picture of themselves.
God, ever.
It's definitely never anybody credible. It is never anybody with a profile picture of themselves. Usually,
people don't understand.
It just be people like who just have a profile picture of God knows what.
Yeah, the hardest thing. I have respect for anybody, whether you're doing something good or not good. It's hard to put yourself out there.
Right? It's me.
And you kind of talked about that, even though you were just before KFS, you were just existing as a human being and a
Who
fan,
likes the Knicks?
and you're not changing anything about your whole get down to this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm just a fan. I talk about the Knicks. I think it's dope that you're on with John. Again, people who watch this, they know we love KFS.
Yeah.
And so that's really dope. But the reason you got on the radar of KFS and of other people, other Knicks fans, people in the community, it's just being yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't my analytical basketball knowledge.
Right. And that's the thing. And
it's cool because
you will learn
exactly.
I was gonna
it's
say,
also
like,
cool
as
doing it.
Yeah, as you
it's
keep
like
doing it,
hearing like so much more. And obviously, when I'm like, my dad and I usually like text every game, or like when we're at the game together, he's like talking to me about everything. So it's like cool. Like I'm learning more all the time. I love it. But yeah, I mean, people are gonna say whatever. John even like I think on our first episode asked me how I feel about people like saying stuff to me or like saying rude stuff to me, and I said to him like if somebody came up to me in person and said the stuff that people say to me online, I'd probably cry. But online, I genuinely don't. Exactly.
That's
which
the
is why
thing.
I don't ever care. Like I don't think I've ever really taken anything to heart.
Personally.
It was never like a Twitter friend of mine saying anything. It was some random person.
Yeah,
even if they have a picture of themselves, I'm like, I don't care.
It'll inevitably like, keep happening just because people are.
Yeah, like whatever.
Like, there's people who just sit around and just watch shit all day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's it's a good point, Brian makes. They're scrolling. And what's interesting about the people who make comment and say some stuff sometimes is like, you follow me.
No,
so you're looking for my stuff. And yet,
exactly. That's like the funniest part.
That it is funny, but hey, we love what you do, and I'm here to say,
thanks.
Keep being yourself and keep doing what you're doing with KFS because.
Shout out to your dad if he's watching.
Yeah, shout out to your dad if he's watching. Who you go to a lot of games with.
Yeah.
Now, before this season, and coming off of last season, we're gonna get into some stuff with Tom Thibodeau and James Dolan, who had some comments today on Craig Carter's show.
Let's do that.
Walking over.
But before we get to that, where were you on this Knicks team this season? Did you feel like this team could win the championship? You know, it's a big game if Spike went out there,
right?
Yeah. Did you feel like they could win the title? This year?
See, that's the thing about me. I'm always like, yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I always think it. And I think I said to you before this, just a little of like the Giannis of it all. Like maybe in the beginning of the year, I was like a little like, who knows? But like now I'm ready to ride it out with the team. And like we can, I don't know if we're talking about that later, but yeah. I'm just like, yes, on the team. If you're on the Knicks, you're a winner. Like in my head, you're winning. You're going all the way. After last year, I was like, we're going all the way next year. That's it. That's how I am, though.
I'm willing to. I think the Knicks are going to the finals. I think they are. I do think they're. I know they're.
I mean,
I think they're
like OKC,
but they need to win tonight and show that. I'll say
yes,
that.
No, exactly. Like prove it to me every day. I'll believe in you, but like with like some reassurance.
Yep, there it is.
And this is the
every game, bro. Every game.
Like,
does he piss you off the most? Out of all the Knicks,
yeah.
Is it Town?
And it's because of that. You didn't
even
need to.
Every time.
He didn't even need to lift up his elbow. There's no need to do that.
I'm always with Cat. I'm always like, wait for the replay. I guarantee you, he deserved it.
And the replay,
he hooks the other guy. It's like you cannot.
Yeah,
like, you can't.
He
like,
does do that.
I understand Jason Tatum gets away with it, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. I mean, it doesn't mean you should do it.
We're gonna get into some of the comments that we heard from James Dolan today.
Offensive foul again.
On Cat?
No, that's on OG.
Okay.
Did he hook him on the layup? That might have been what it was. Let's see.
Oh, right there.
There it is. Yeah, he held it for a while. He did it for like 2 whole steps. 1, 2, almost a 3. Ron Holland turned around and was like, yo. That's just why? You guys were fine. Paul Reed for 3. Ugh. Occasionally, he'll spray one of those, but not really that much of a 3-point shooter.
See what?
We finally get Kolek minutes, by the way.
Thank you, Cat. Needed that.
Yeah.
He loves those.
We needed that. And Cat, had some big games against this team in the playoffs last year. So this is a matchup Cat needs to cook.
He was very up and down this series.
Yeah, he was up and down. The highs were high and the lows were low.
Yeah. I mean, that was his whole playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that's him.
Six for Paul Reed.
Dennis Jenkins, who's in for the Pistons, been like one of the better like under the radar stories in the league because he's on a 2-way contract and he's just been killing some of these games he was in.
And New Yorkers know him from St. John's, obviously. Played with them last year.
He had 20-something the other night. Again, like he's just been great fantasy streamer. If you've had him a couple of times this year.
Yeah, he
just initiates offense at times too. Like right now,
get a standard contract too. That's a good finish.
He doesn't look like a 2-way guy,
No.
What does he have right now? Let me see. So Paul Reed is actually trying to apply pressure at the top. Oh wow! Look at what he forced.
It's a good foul.
Did they? Okay, I didn't even hear the whistle.
Wow, that's a good foul. I like that Kolek didn't give up on that play. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to talk to you guys about James Dolan went on WFAN today.
Javonte Green, who we thought the Knicks should have probably entertained last year.
We did talk about that. So James Dolan went on WFAN today, and he talked about the firing of Tom Thibodeau, which I wanted to get your thoughts, Rebecca. What were your thoughts when the Knicks decided to move on from Thibodeau?
I was like, yeah. I honestly,
because you have attachment to players.
No, I know. That's funny because actually, like, I'm now trying to think about it. No, I thought that it was maybe time. It's different with the coaches, but I definitely thought it was maybe time. I didn't expect it to happen as quick as it did. But when it happened, I was like, yeah, that's probably for the best. There was just like a wall.
I felt pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I was a little shocked at the timing.
I was in my office and me and my boss emailed each other at the same time. It was so funny when Tibs got fired.
And so James Dolan said about the Tibs firing, he said, we need to evolve actually beyond the old traditional coaching formulas. And we tried to work that with Tom. It really wasn't his thing. I was like, huh.
Remember when we speculated
that he said that.
We speculated that this was if this was a Dolan call or not.
And he said,
I thought it definitely was.
And he said, I won't say you can't win a title without Tom Thibodeau. I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's just that a long-term competitive compete, you need somebody who's much more of a collaborator. Tom is still a great coach. He should coach again in the NBA. If I had a franchise I was just starting with, he would be a gold mine to get. And he was like that for us when he first started and came in. He brought discipline. He brought strategy. He brought us all that way. But we really felt like we needed a change to go the rest of the way.
Oh, boy. But then, so basically, like, he wears on you, which is the rap on him to begin with.
Yeah.
Some silly turnover. They have more turnovers.
They just had 2 blocks in a row on us and a turnover.
It's a good defensive play.
Wow, that was cool.
Yeah.
He ran up the stanchion like that, ninja style. I think they have more turnovers in this quarter than they had last quarter already.
They
had 2 in the first.
It was like 2 nasty blocks also, and they got the ball back both times.
The 2 offensive fouls.
Yeah, they're now 5. They have more 3.
2 offensive fouls in that one. Yeah, 5 already. They should have 6 because there was another turnover before where Cat lost the ball because Javonte Green got the steal.
And something else Dolan talked about, which was he said he's unaware of any trade talks involving Giannis.
Come on.
I love when he just lies.
He said, not that I'm aware of regarding trade talks with Giannis. We love our team right now. They have chemistry. They all like each other. I've never seen a locker room more copacetic. There's a lot of energy there. Leon can always overrule me, but I don't see us making a big change because we got to keep building up this group. This group can win a championship. I believe that.
I don't believe that answer. Other than that last part.
Well, yeah.
I believe he believes that last part. The other stuff, Leon could overrule me. I don't know about that.
Like, sure.
I know he's not going to say.
It sounds great. I don't buy it.
Knicks need a timeout here.
Yeah, you can't have them swinging on the rim like that so early. Like, you gotta
sit down, man.
This is Cat, Bridges, and bench, so not fully.
What?
Oh,
that's a turnover. Cat's head.
No, that's what I'm saying, Cat. That's my reaction. It's like, what?
Look at that pass by Jenkins to Ivy. That cutting. Ivy, who's in a contract year. Duran is also, by the way.
Did you
5 turnovers by the Knicks this quarter to none.
These are the non-Cade minutes, by the way.
Not good.
Non-Brunson minutes too, but you know, I assume they'll come in around the same time. And they're not trying to play Cade too much because of the back-to-back, but
offensive foul.
Yeah, gave it right back.
That's Detroit's first turnover of the quarter. Yeah, I don't believe Dolan on that either, because we know the Knicks have been reported to have been in talks with the Bucks in the summer. And come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Yeah, he's not going to come out and be like, hey, we're talking about shopping on play. So I get it.
No, of course. It's just funny. Like, okay, you don't know. But, like, why do they even ask? That's what or did they ask? Like, obviously, he's not going to tell us.
No, I would ask.
No, yeah.
I feel like you kind of have to. But
yeah.
What's the alternative answer? I guess.
No, there's.
I think it's a fair question.
Yeah.
Played the fifth.
How do you lie less?
Yeah. How do you?
You know.
Yeah. No.
I'm not sure. I know the answer to that.
Giannis is a phenomenal player, but I feel like we have enough right now, like something along those lines. I feel like we have enough right now. I think that's basically it. Like, Giannis is a phenomenal player. He's multiple-time MVP, one of the best players in the league. I feel like right now we have enough to, compete for a championship, win the East, and potentially win the title. Like that's it. That's pretty much it. You're not confirm, and then if you get pushed on it again, confirm or deny. Like, because I would push more at that point. Because that's the job.
That's fair.
Like,
that is fair.
Good defense by Mitch.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can build on this. They got 2 stops in a row. Kolek hit a 3.
It's a good pass by Kolek there.
Okay, there we go. Knicks right back in. So this is one of the things about this game. Detroit's defense is good, man, but like the Knicks can score, and they're much more talented than Detroit offensively. It's not even close.
Especially with Duran out.
Yeah.
Because Duran's actually added to his offense this year.
Yeah.
And Tobias out too, and Karras out, actually.
Do you have a player you dislike on the team right now?
The Knicks.
You have a player
on the Knicks?
Yeah. Or you just love it? Okay. Even
Yabusele? I don't dislike him. I don't know if I'd put him out there.
That's fair. That's fair right now.
I wouldn't put him on the court, but he seems like a nice guy. Every time he posts on Twitter, I get like so. Like seeing people like tweet about him, which I probably have, and then like he's posting. He just seems like a really nice guy.
To be fair, he has not played.
But I wouldn't put him on the court.
He has not played well. And he's now got a lot of playing time, but he's still been, from all accounts, like super pro team.
Oh my God, yeah.
Good in the locker room. And I think that's why Mike Brown still gives him some minutes here and there. But I just think
it's like you don't need to do that.
It hasn't been a good fit, and sometimes that happens. What happened, Bryan?
Yeah.
Bryan seen something.
Who do the Raptors play tonight?
No idea.
Oh, they play the Hawks. Okay, so that's not as interesting as I thought. The Hawks front office is there.
Oh.
As Trey Young trade rumors start
right.
Forgot
about
there's
that.
been rumors
they could all just be taking a trip on the road. They plan this road trip to go with the team.
To Toronto? Sure. It's not random at all.
Niagara Falls.
I'm just saying there's been rumors about them moving off quickly. We understand, looking at their roster, they're not going to be able to keep everybody together, or they probably shouldn't. They're looking to add. somebody to play next to Barnes.
I would hate seeing Quickly on the Hawks.
They traded for Ingram.
Yeah, me too.
They traded for Ingram and then, and then signed them. They could do the same thing with Trey. Toronto is a Trey Young team. I'm
the fact the report came out today from Shams that they're looking to work with him on a trade is really interesting.
That means they've been working on the trade already. It means they're further along because the first part that came out was like, oh, he's open to a trade. Mark Spears reported that. And then the escalation was, oh, they're working together on this. So I was like, oh, this has been in the works for at least a couple weeks. That means they're close. Yeah. And what they might be waiting for is January 15th when more players become eligible to trade because some players have trade restrictions now.
Is that the deadline?
No,
it's February.
February, yeah. But some people have trade restrictions that they can't be traded because they were recently signed. Like Jonathan Kuminga is one of these players. He can't be traded till January 15th. So there's some players, and this is probably why we haven't seen any trades yet, is because there are a bunch of players who can't be traded until that date. That's when some things will free up and open up, and then we'll start to see movement, I think, in those last 3 weeks.
15th is what? Next Friday?
Next Thursday.
So after that, we're going to see. It's going to be very interesting.
Okay, interesting.
We might be live that day.
We might be. Something might go down.
Wait, Knicks might play that day, actually.
Knicks fans, do you want Trey Young on the Knicks? Somebody's got to say it.
No.
We talked about this before.
They play at Golden State that night. So we'll either be that's the second of a back-to-back. So we're either going to be live that Tuesday or that Friday.
Golden State is the second of a back-to-back?
Yeah.
Yep.
They have a West Coast road trip. So
I hate those. It's so late.
Because I know. I was going to ask you, do you stay up?
I do stay up, and then I'm like miserable.
You're miserable the next day. What time do you have to be at the office the next day?
At 9, and I also do live really close to my office, so like it's really easy. But
great.
I still don't like it.
That's a steal.
No, I know. I still don't like it. But no.
So, they play Detroit. They're home against the Clippers on Wednesday, who actually been playing better lately.
Yeah.
And then the West Coast road trip starts. It's Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Golden State.
Ooh.
Oh, that looked like it was good.
I thought it went through for a second.
Yeah. Next week, that would have been 3 threes in a row.
1 week from today ends the stretch of the Knicks having
oh my God, they get their 2 days off?
Finally,
yes.
Finally. Yeah.
I saw that on the schedule. I was like,
it makes you exhausted.
I tweeted out a few weeks ago. I'm like, yo, since from the Cup until January 11th, it's a game every other day or back to back. They finally get 2 days off on the 12th and the 13th, but of course that is followed by a back to back on the West Coast.
Yeah, even my roommate's like, "Oh my God, like, can you hang out with me? Like, why are there so many games?" I'm like, "Girl, ask Adam Silver. Like, I don't know." She's like, "I need it to end."
Schedule makers.
I respect the priorities. You're like, I'm not missing a game.
No, she knows that. Oh my God, her birthday dinner. I was watching. Unfortunately, what was the last game of our playoffs last year?
Game 6?
I was literally at her.
Birthday dinner. Damn.
She's my best friend and roommate.
She was not mad at you.
No,
okay.
she knew.
She understands what time it is.
Cried a little, but it's okay.
Oh man.
Oh, he got bailed out.
He got bailed out there. I don't think
it looked like he was out of control.
That 2-1 deuce.
There's a pun in there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you see that? I don't know who posted it. That I guess Mike Brown used to babysit.
Yeah, James Edwards III.
That's so crazy. I thought that was really funny.
I did not read the story by James.
I just saw the tweet, but
I will read it later. But which is a crazy story.
Wait, say that again.
James Edwards III from The Athletic, who covers the Knicks. He wrote a story about how Mike Brown used to babysit J.B. Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Mike Brown's old, bro. Oh shoot, there's another one there. That's another
3 on Deuce.
Another turnover too. I love when players ask what I do.
Yeah.
I think it was too fast. Like he was just moving still when he was setting the screen. It was close, but I get it.
Knicks got to be careful to not let them get another run here.
Oh wow!
Backdoor.
What a pass!
We've seen multiple times and multiple actions where they have, especially their bigs cutting backdoor. Knicks, I mean, honestly, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. Thank God for Jordan Clarkson. The couple shots he hit, because he's got 8. Deuce has got 5. Brunson is 12. Bridges with 7. This is the kind of game.
Wait, does OG have anything?
OG has 1 point. He hit the first free throw of the game. Has not hit anything then. So maybe we can get some more. This is the kind of game, Rebecca, that, and I know if the Knicks lose this, the Cat's been a little quiet. 4 points in 12 minutes. If he doesn't score, if he's not active, we know what's coming in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
4 points in 12 minutes and a couple of really bad turnovers. Really bad turnovers.
Shout out to Flatbush Dre, 1449. Flatbush, I see you. Brooklyn in the house. Let's go Knicks. There we go. Go Knicks.
And go Brooklyn.
Go Brooklyn.
Not the Nets.
Not the Nets. You said that. No shade to the Nets.
No, it's not shade. The Nets fans don't want the Brooklyn to go because they want a draft pick.
They probably winning too much.
Yeah, actually. They got to trade Michael Porter Jr. Yo, if you're letting Duncan Robinson get putbacks, I mean.
Yeah, nobody boxed him out. Simple as that.
Mr. Robinson can't get all the rebounds.
Went to another Robinson.
No relation, clearly.
Knicks have no.
Although I feel like they have some things in common. I'll leave it there.
Okay. But look, the Knicks, they're down 9 now. It was just 5. They've been sloppy in this quarter because it's just the turnovers. The turnovers are. They've had.
Rebecca, I could explain the joke later.
I know what you're going at. There's 7 turnovers.
That's a really in the weeds, like social media.
You gotta be deep. You gotta be deep into Mitchell Robinson to know that. Oh, the Knicks have been sloppy in this quarter, man.
I need someone to clip this for me. I need to send it to my group chat.
The Knicks have been so
I really like. Is it something like in the locker? Like what's off?
Like, they did such a good job in the first quarter. They took care of the ball, 1 turnover. Now
Detroit's executing really well for a team that's playing a back-to-back. I mean, this is how they got to their record. Like,
I gotta be honest. I gotta say it. Nobody's gonna say it. The Knicks' effort here tonight, just the energy, has been disappointing.
Yeah, I mean the past few.
They're not looking like a team that's lost 3 in a row and needs to show that we need a win against. I've seen Detroit have spurts of it. I don't think Detroit's energy has been amazing, but it's been good enough. I know they were at home.
More focused for sure.
The Knicks, yes, they look more focused. The Knicks have shown a little bit with a run, but I just thought as a team coming, you've lost 3 in a row. They're playing a little, especially in the second quarter, playing a little too cool for school, which is that's a very old timey phrase. It's not even something I would say. But
yeah,
they're
acting like they don't. It doesn't matter if they win or they lose.
And like, yes, it's not the end of the world. You're not going home. You're not getting eliminated. Nothing like this.
But hello.
But you don't want to lose 4 straight for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, you don't want that. Fans want to see you to show up, and they're kind of sleepwalking a little bit through this game. Like, you should want to come out and send the message. There's no Jalen Duren. There's no Tobias Harris.
No Karras.
Come on. I thought the way they fought in the first quarter and the defensive intensity at times looked good, and they took care of the ball. But they survived a really hot shooting first quarter. But this second quarter, this is a lot of self-inflicted wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is not a good effort. There's no way around it. Like, this is a disappointing effort, and this is where certain people are going to be concerned about certain things.
Would it surprise you if I told you that the Detroit Pistons have the best record in the NBA against teams 500 or better?
Didn't know that. It's a good stat.
9-4. And it's because they don't squander opportunities like this, generally speaking.
Because their defense is really
good. They have their off nights, but they're playing like, remember when Cleveland last year it felt like they were trying to win 60 games? Detroit's playing like they're trying to win 60 games. Not that the playoffs don't matter because they got a taste of it, but I do think they're trying to get the 1 seed. You know what I mean? Like, they're actually making the effort to do it.
And I'm not sure the Knicks care about the 1 seed.
Yeah.
And I understand
the
why
more experienced teams tend to not.
And I think the Knicks will be fine whether they have the 1 seed or not. I still think they're the most talented team in the East. But you do need statement games for the Knicks because
you need statement road games.
We see how talented they are. We've seen them win the NBA Cup, guys. And I agree with Bryan. They need statement road games. We've seen a lot of winning at Madison Square Garden. They just, though you're a little maybe concerned about the Sixers now because they beat them twice at the crib.
He beat him twice too.
Yeah, so you got it right, and so right, and so you gotta see something. You got to see some fight here. And listen, I think adversity is good. Mike Brown talked about this other day. I think adversity is good in the season. We knew this. We talked about at some point Knicks were going to lose 3 games in a row. People are going to start questioning Mike Brown.
We've done it
People
twice
are going to question
already.
anything. I just think look at another turnover. Well, it's going to be
Deuce.
Well, it might not be a turnover now.
Jump ball with Isaiah. You know Isaiah Stewart's fighting for that ball.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You know Isaiah Stewart's fighting for that ball.
Isaiah Stewart will fight anybody.
That's for sure.
One of my favorite players in the league.
I'm sure he is.
Wait, he's the one who did that, like,
ran after LeBron.
Yeah, and was gonna fight LeBron.
Yeah.
By the way,
crazy.
I get it. When you look at it back, like he got clipped.
Oh my God, wait, yeah.
LeBron tried to act like it didn't happen. And Isaiah, Isaiah, it's like the underground rapper who like you remember when LL Cool J dissed Cannabis?
I remember.
And it's like, yo, like I don't care who you are. Like I'm not taking this shit lying down. I don't give a shit who you are. That's what that is. That's what that was.
Mitchell Robinson tapped it right out of bounds.
Who else is comparing LL Cool J and Cannabis to LeBron and Isaiah Stewart? Come on.
This
is why you watch New York.
It's a good comparison. It's out of control.
Tough.
It looked like Thompson, who I knew was going to take this game personally.
Another guy who could make all defense.
If the Knicks, to me, the way I look at this quarter, the Knicks have been so terrible. Brunson wide open 3, drains it.
Thank you.
Good pull up 3.
That was a good pull up 3, right in the flow of the offense. If the Knicks stay in single digits for their deficit, or can get this closer than what it is now, that's a small win.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to look nothing more in this quarter other than they didn't take care of the ball.
Isaiah Stewart boxed the shit out of Mitchell Robinson.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Damn, bro.
Come on, Deuce. Wow. The Knicks 3-point shooting in this game has been good in keeping them in it. But look, the Knicks if the Knicks cut their turnovers in half, they'd be winning this game. Turnovers are the big Achilles heel in this game right now.
Oof. He can do that all day. Deuce has 8 right now. Just monitoring that. Oh, you had the mismatch with Duncan Robinson.
Good screen.
But he had to step on Asar Thompson.
Excellent screen there by Kevin McCullough.
Little Brunson heavy. Little Brunson heavy this first half.
Efficient though.
Oh yeah, 8 for 12.
8 for 12. He's highly efficient.
Now, in the event that's not sustainable, you need somebody else to.
That's the one thing about
other guys
it.
to pick up. Oh, that's a mismatch. Size difference.
I actually don't have a problem with the shots Brunson's taking. Mm-hmm. I just don't like the.
I agree.
I don't like the. I would like to see some other guys get involved in the flow, but I think a lot of it has been hampered by turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
They've not done a good job of taking care of the ball. Damn, he got him to. Oh.
Brunson has no assists so far.
It was fast.
Oh, that's smart. Damn, that's smart. I thought he was gonna take that shot.
Good D.
They seem to be okay attacking Mitch in space, which again,
We've seen that mostly this year. It's a good move by Asar Thompson.
Playoff flashback.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody else needs to step. Who do you think needs to step up here, Rebecca, for the Knicks? Somebody else needs to step up offensively.
I mean, I'd like to see OG make a few shots.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Deuce is, I think, doing great. A little more from him.
Oh, I didn't even see in the chat. Our guy Greg is up in here.
What up, Greg?
What up, Greg?
Another steal on Brunson.
How many turnovers does Brunson have himself? He has not been
3. Asar Thompson just poked one loose very easily.
Crazy.
By the way, OG and Cat combined 3 shot attempts.
Like, why? Like,
He missed K, but didn't matter.
The Knicks just had it down to 5 and now down 10. And what hurt them? Again, to get it down 10 at turnovers. Points off of turnovers. OG with a nice take there.
That's a second shot attempt today. It's OG and Cat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's OG and Cat.
They've got to step up.
You know.
But here's the thing.
Bridges even has 8 shots quietly. but
how many?
8. He's only made 3,
but how stagnant the Knicks offense has been a lot. That's an excuse. That's
Cat
was for sleep. That's an excuse.
Can we actually look at that at halftime?
Yeah.
Is it too late?
Like really
Is it too late?
Maybe.
Because like that was the last play. Like
we might be able to get to it. They got enough time to get it. Yo, I'm sorry.
I know Isaiah Stewart could shoot threes. I'm Claro, but
we'll get to more here. But there's two big things for me in this quarter, guys, and it's the Knicks were terrible in that quarter in terms of taking care of the ball. I mean, that's a big thing for me. The Knicks had 9 turnovers.
7 in the second quarter?
Not yet. 7 in the second quarter.
No, 8 in the second quarter.
8 in the second quarter.
They had 10 right now.
They had 10. They had 8 in the second quarter.
Detroit is 7. Also, by the way, Knicks bench, fine. Clarkson, good. McBride, good. Kolek, I mean, he barely played. Only played 5 minutes. That's interesting.
I would like a little more of that, or even like him and Brunson together.
I like the line of 7 Brunson together, which I was shocked. I didn't think that would be a good thing. But that's been actually good.
What do y'all think? Rebecca, you answer this first. Kevin McCullough, 10 minutes. Tyler Kolek, 5 minutes. That's an interesting little wrinkle there for Mike Brown today.
I feel like it's like the Josh being out of it all. Like
I think you're right about that.
It's interesting.
And then like Jalen's so easy to go to, obviously, versus Tyler. I mean, or even the Deuce or even Clarkson. But I think it's Josh being.
I think that's a good point.
I think so too. We haven't always seen that though. With Josh Hart out, that's why I'm intrigued by it in this matchup.
Josh Hart being out has impacted this offense. Yeah, I think you're trying to find.
And you're trying to find a Josh Hart,
and like you need that Hart, literally.
Yeah,
and literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
Please.
No, but you're right.
No, I think it's a great point.
McCullough gives you a little bit of Another thing that Mike Brown said the other day,
size, rebounding.
He was like physicality. And the Knicks, and listen, Detroit's gonna play physical.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Sometimes the Knicks, they'll play into it, and sometimes they play away from it, and that's a frustrating thing with this team. And look, I think Mike Brown got in their ass the other day. Because he came to press conference really late, and we've seen a couple times we come to press conference really late, and you know that
usually when coaches do that,
you know they got into it.
They're not celebrating.
Is that like the thing?
You could tell like he was not happy. He mentioned some things like physicality, about the adversity they face. I know he's not going to be happy about the turnovers because that's the difference in this game right now. It is a big. I know it's only 10-7, but with the way the Knicks are shooting from 3, they've shot 54% from the field. 57% from 3, only to line 5 times. They've played fine. I don't think it's great because it's been a little bit too Brunson heavy. They play fine
efficiency-wise. Although it's interesting that
they've been fine.
Usually in the modern NBA, those percentages get you more than 54 points and a half, which then leads you to the turnovers, taking care of the ball.
And then on the other side, the defense. Detroit shooting 63%. I don't even know what the points in the paint are, but they killed a lot. And they shot 55% from downtown.
And this has been
where's the defensive intensity from the Knicks?
Also the rebounding. So it's 18-14 Pistons. It hasn't felt like the Knicks have gotten they haven't dominated rebounding battles the same way. They're 5-5 since the Cup, and I think their rebounding numbers are down since the Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So first half, they're down 10. That feels about right. If they weren't shooting 57% from 3, then God knows.
It'd be worse.
Yeah. Brunson's kind of just holding this together, and the bench also, especially Clarkson and Deuce. Then with the Pistons, I mean, Cade was killing them early, but then, and this is what the Knicks are going to need in the third quarter. Cade killed them early, set the tone, to use a hacky phrase, and then what happened? Duncan Robinson got in, made a couple threes. Paul Reed scored around the basket. Isaiah Stewart had a couple of big plays. Asar Thompson started attacking. Jaden Ivey got into space, got his shots off. Dennis Jenkins. Like, a lot of people contributed. Like, you're seeing through their scorer sheet, and you feel it during the game. You're seeing 9, 6, 14, 8, 8, 7. Like, that's balance. All 9 guys have scored so far. That's the same for the Knicks. But, actually, Mitchell Robinson hasn't yet. But it's 17 for Brunson. Then it's 8-8 with Clarkson and Deuce. And then, you're seeing 2, 3, 4, it's just not, it's not the same.
To that point, and we'll get to the plays in 1 second. To that point, I think, there's going to be a lot of talk. It's not like Cade is the only scorer for, as he just mentioned, in double figures for Detroit, right? And then you have Brunson for the Knicks. So the stars have done what they're supposed to do. how the supporting players come around Brunson, I think is going to be interesting. Now, Greg, our guy, Greg 5592, who is the president of the Tyler Kolek fan club. I like to call him the president of the Tyler Kolek fan. He is also a little bit, Greg, forgive me, I love you, brother, but he's a little anti-Brunson. Says the ball hog Brunson strikes again. I don't necessarily think Brunson is ball hogging here. I think he's taking shots in the flow of the game. The last 3 he took, I didn't like that shot. I thought that was not a good shot. But he's making the point that when Kolek came in, the game got a little bit closer, and now Detroit extended the lead when Brunson came back. He said the problem Brunson is not getting his teammates involved. He's trying to compete with Cade. I don't think it's a little bit of that. I think other players also have to step up and be aggressive. It's a hard half to judge, particularly because the second quarter had 8 turnovers. So you're never getting an offensive rhythm for anybody or anything when you have 8 turnovers. And I think a lot of times when Brunson got the ball back, he's like, look, I got to score to keep us in this game. And he did keep him in the game, right? So you got to see things that are different. But you got to credit the Pistons. They play good defense. They force turnovers. The Knicks got to get better with the ball. But the Knicks, to me, had stupid turnovers in this game. All right, we're going to look at some plays from the first half, see what went right, what went wrong here. We're going to take a look a bit at that. What did you think about this Knicks first half overall?
Could be better. Also, you mentioned rebounding, like without Josh Hart. That's like a big portion of our rebounding. I think even when my dad and I talk, we're always like, either Mitch or Josh has to be on the floor at all times. Otherwise, like, you're not getting an offensive rebound. Every once in a while, someone will. But like, Josh is so important to that. And we're definitely feeling that this game.
Yeah.
I would like to see a little more intensity from the Knicks. Seen a lot from Detroit. But yeah, do better.
Yeah, would like to see them do a lot better with that there, so we can see. Just waiting to get the plays up on the screen, so we can see. If you can get the stuff on the screen here, guys, then we can get going.
By the way,
with these plays and looking at them.
Plus minus isn't everything. Obviously, it's a flawed stat. But in a game where you're down 10, Deuce McBride, who we talked about his impact, and he has the best plus minus on the team, he's +4. I think we're going to see a lot of Deuce in the second half.
Good.
Like
we should.
Yeah.
He came back from his injury and has been going for it.
Great.
It's been awesome. So I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, and I wonder we got 16 first half Mitchell Robinson minutes.
I know.
And that's a signal to me, like, hey, if this is a playoff rematch, this is without Jalen Duren. This is without Jalen Duren. They feel the need to play. He got 9 first quarter minutes. Like we haven't seen that a lot this year.
No, we really haven't.
I think Mike Brown, one of the adjustments he makes is I think we're going to see less Mitchell Robinson. We'll see him, obviously. I think we're going to see less Mitchell Robinson in the second half. I think we'll see more Deuce. Clarkson will get a nice run again. I don't know if he'll play Kolek a ton.
Okay.
We'll see. I think he'll play again, but he seems to want McCullers' size and activity to try to replicate some of what Josh Hart can bring you.
Yeah, I think Josh Hart being out you're definitely seeing like an impact of that offense. We've seen it in the last couple of games, right?
Yeah.
Like, and defensively too, because the Knicks have given up, I think it's in the last 5 games, they've given up 125 points at least 4 times. So that's not good. Now, defense,
Mike Brown don't like that.
No, he doesn't like that at all. So that's got to get better. Like you can't have that. So I think it's both. You're missing his toughness. You're missing, his connectivity, how he can pass the ball and also score. I think you're starting to realize how you brought up a good point, how important Josh Hart is. But then to that other point, Rebecca, you're seeing how important Mike Brown's confidence is in Kevin McCullough Jr., right? That he's even giving him the minutes he has, or wanting Mitchell Robinson out there, forcing physicality. That matters. That matters as well too. So, there's a lot of interesting things to take away. And listen, I'm sure the coaching staff is not happy there in the locker room now with these guys.
Good, get them right.
Yeah, you got it. Hopefully, you get them right there. We'll hopefully see if we can get them right. Guys, can we? Okay, we're waiting just to make sure we can get this on this monitor here so we can see everything right in front of us. Greg 5592 says Cat only 2 shot attempts at the half is unacceptable. He said that's all on Brunson. He's a point guard, and he should, if he figured out how to get Cat better shot attempts and shots. Selfish. Okay, we are good. We are good to go. We will look at some of the plays that we had here in the first half. And the first thing we want to, Bryan, you want to look at some stuff on defense for us here. So let's take a look at it. I had a fail here. So this was a very interesting play. Mikal Bridges misses a layup, and then we see the Pistons come right back here on the other end, and that leads to a wide open three from your boy Beef Stew. What did you not like about that there?
Can we run it back from the beginning one more time? Because this is going to lead to the transition defense or lack thereof. A great play. Deflections from both Mikal Bridges and OG. Misses the layup here. Now watch how they get back. Mikal's jogging back. Brunson's out of position. Towns is like looking for someone to box out, but there's no one there, so he just kind of stands there. And then you're having the wide open three because look at where Isaiah Stewart. Well, after this, let's just let this whole sequence run.
How did Mikal Bridges miss this layup though?
No, that's like the thing.
Like, man,
it's kind of crazy. Asar Thompson, great contest. Look at where Isaiah Stewart is. Pause. So he's already here. Mitchell Robinson is not out of position. He's having to guard both because Brunson gets beat here. Towns has to worry about Paul Reed, who doesn't shoot a ton of threes, but okay. He's in the paint. And then Duncan Robinson's over here wrapped around on the corner. That's where OG Anunoby is. Let it play in slow motion if we could, guys. So we have this pass going to Isaiah Stewart, who's standing in the corner. By the way, shortly after this, Isaiah Stewart gets another 3-point shot at the corners, which
close, same spot.
He airballed it, but still, it gives you an idea of how they're trying to stretch this out. It's like, because of this, Mikal Bridges jogging back is really what started this whole thing. And then this wide open three from Isaiah Stewart here in transition. Transition defense has to get cleaned up. That's another thing here about like how they've played lately. And part of why they've been giving up 125 points, in some of these games, is just transition defense. Like, you can't miss this layup, first of all, and then give up this 3-point shot from a guy in Isaiah Stewart who, he's not Duncan Robinson, but he's a good 3-point shooter. Like, he's a 3-point shooter you have to respect. Yeah. He can shoot from the corners. He can shoot it from the corners.
From the corners. So and the transition defense, Rebecca, they definitely have to clean that up too. Their defense just has not been good. The effort has just been absolutely terrible. All right, we got one other play we're going to look at from the first half that really speaks to a lot of the issues we have seen here with the Knicks. So let's take a look at this next one right here for the Knickerbockers in the first half where they're down 10. This comes right at the end of the half.
Oh, boy.
And you see Cade Cunningham with the ball here. And, I mean, what was Cat doing? These are the things that I think way too often, but I'll hold it, guys, way too often we focus too much on offense. And I'm glad we get to look at some defense here, Rebecca, because, I'll be Greg in the chat talking about Cat not in foul trouble. He has 2 shot attempts. And, I think Cat's got to be more aggressive. But you know what's just as important? Not giving up these 2 points right here. That's important. Cat's guy is right there in front of him. Asar Thompson is right there in front of him. I mean, look, he's looking at the ball. What's the thing Clyde always says? See the ball, see your man. He's got his eye on the ball. Brunson's actually on Asar Thompson here, right? Now, he's going to come up for the screen. So Cat's looking at this. Cat knows this screen is coming. Brunson hedges quickly.
Here he's fine.
So now who's got to recover here? So Deuce picked up on Asar Thompson, right? OG is on Cade. Brunson's gonna go out here to the top, and that's the responsibility.
Back up a couple seconds. Yo, Rebecca started laughing at how ridiculous this is.
It's terrible.
A little right before the pass, guys. Right before the pass. Right before the pass where Cade Cunningham was about to dish this off to Asar Thompson a couple seconds before that. So right here is good. So
Cat, you've got to step up here. 2 people are on the ball.
Rebecca, what do you see here with what Cat is doing?
I mean, he's just waiting, and then it's kind of like he's like, oh, wait, the game's still going, and as if there's not still 2.6 seconds left, 6 or 8.
This is inexcusable. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's basically it. He was like, remember that the game's still going, and it's like, oh, I have a job to do. Obviously does it a lot, much too late. Or doesn't do it, sorry.
So I guess he thinks, so OG can't recover here.
He literally jumps up when it happens.
Yeah, they're like, yo, Cade is in the paint. We have to get the ball out of his hands,
which is what you want to do.
Yeah, and we talked about Isaiah Stewart being a good corner shooter. Cat, like you're damn near 7 feet tall. You have enough time to recover. If you have one more foot inside here to try to at least do something about this pass. I won't say this is fully on Cat. It looks hilarious, but it's not fully on him. But he's kind of caught in a bad spot. But at the same time, you have enough. You can make a better effort.
You have to make the pass harder for Cade.
And
that's my point.
There's 2 seconds left also, so there's a chance if you can get in front of the pass itself, Isaiah Stewart might have to rush this corner 3-point shot.
Right,
it's
that's
open.
That's my point, and that's where to me it's more on Cat a little bit. You had to make that pass harder, and he did not make that pass harder. So that's it. All right, we looked at some halftime stats. Knicks need to clean up the defense. Defense has not been good at all whatsoever. Let us know what you think in the chat. Greg, we know you're mad at Brunson. I don't. It is what it is. I think Brunson has held them afloat in this half, in the flow of the game. I think other guys have to step up, but I think turnovers are the real problem in this game. They're where the Knicks haven't had any offensive flow. I don't think it's a Jalen Brunson thing. Granted, Jalen Brunson's part of those turnovers himself. I believe he had 3 in the first half. Yes, he had 3 turnovers. Also, Cat had 3 turnovers himself. So we talk about the 2 shot attempts for Cat. He had 2 terrible turnovers and 2 offensive fouls. Like, no, that's why Cat doesn't have that many shot attempts, because he's turning the ball over as well too. Like, he's got to be better. But we're back here in the second half, underway immediately with a Cade 3-pointer.
On who? On Mitchell Robinson in space.
Yep.
I don't know if we're gonna see Mitch that much in this half. We'll see.
I don't know, man, because it's gonna be interesting. You know what? You might be right, Brian. You might get to see a little bit more Deuce in this half here. Oh, Mitch, as we say that, a nice putback there. So
that if he
like does, that's what we need from him.
If he does that, he'll play. Wait. Is he challenging something? Oh no. Okay. Because he went like this, but I don't know.
It's just 7 rebounds.
Oh boy. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. It felt like once Cade got the ball right here on the right wing, they were gonna move the ball and create an open look. Like they were like a couple passes away, and I think they knew that. Because Isaiah Stewart got the ball in the corner and it was tight over there. And it's like, why are so many Knicks over there? They're like moved out of position very quickly on that possession.
Oh.
Nah. I don't like the Knicks' energy in this game at all whatsoever.
Rebecca, what do you want to see the most? I mean, outside of obviously the Knicks coming back and winning, but like in terms of how to get there, like
a little energy. There's none. They're so Clyde, like lackadaisical. Like there's no urgency at whatsoever. It's like obviously they want them to play defense and make baskets, but like, damn, like wake up. That's it. Like wake up. Like just a little more effort.
Yeah, I think some of it is scheme and some of it's just that. Like why does Detroit want this game more?
They're like such a mess.
You know? I know it's the regular season, but
like, damn, we don't want another loss.
The Knicks are not playing. Again, I said it before. They're not playing like a team that has lost 3 games in a row. That's offensive foul. Wow.
Jesus.
Does somebody want to grab the ball?
That's a 50-50 ball the Knicks finally got. Doesn't feel like they have enough of those in this game either.
And that felt like a lucky bounce with a 50-50 ball, not like we really hustled.
You got to hustle to get lucky, though.
This is fair.
Yeah,
Fritz says something's off also.
Yeah.
Fritz agrees with you.
Yeah, they don't. The energy is off. And like, look,
weird.
The other thing is like this does happen in seasons. Like the Thunder haven't had good energy against the Spurs.
We're doing cat post-ups on Paul Reed now? Okay, I guess.
There's a shot attempt by Cat.
There's a size advantage there, but Paul Reed's not. I mean, he's not Nikola Vucevic defensively, you know.
And somebody else has to step up with the energy.
Sounds like her. Oh wait, she's ESPN.
Yeah, who is that? Damn.
Sounds like her.
They showed us earlier. I forget. That's a good take. It's all Brunson can really do there. I mean, Knicks fourth quarters this year haven't been as bad as last year, but they're still not great. And late, it was the Spurs game where they just torpedoed toward the end.
I mean, you're talking about the Spurs game last week?
Yeah.
That game to me is one of maybe the most disappointing Knicks loss of the year because
year.
Just couldn't. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, because they were up 18.
Yeah,
and 19, and then they couldn't get stops in the second half. It was the defense that was disappointing.
That was New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
it was definitely New Year's Eve.
I was
watching it on my way
because they played.
Yeah, I was at dinner on my phone watching it.
I was watching.
My friends were like, "Can you stop?"
I was watching on the way to be with some family, and then I had it on my phone there, and it just watched them not be able to get stop after stop, and then a little bit of sloppiness too. That's what was disappointing. That energy has really continued since that game. I know it's 3-game lose streak, but you've seen it. It's sloppiness with the basketball. There's not a defensive intensity here. Good pass by Cat.
Oh, there was a good extra pass by Mikal too. But
they don't look confident on offense at all.
Yeah, I don't even think it's they're tired because of the schedule thing. Although I'm sure there's
I think that was
fatigue. But...
Yeah, I think that was an earlier thing. Now it's just what?
Now, yeah. Where's the execution that you guys had before that led you to the NBA Cup? And this goes with kind of my theory that we've seen, Dex. The Cup kind of makes you peak a little early.
I hate the Cup, I think.
Oh, you hate the Cup?
No, I know, not actually, but now, what the hell?
The Cup kind of makes you peak a little early, and then you have to find a second win. Now, to be fair, a 17-point game now, and the Knicks are calling an early timeout.
Where's the energy coming out? This is where I get annoyed with fans on this. The energy stuff isn't one person; it's everybody. Nobody's showing any energy on defense. Please tell me the person that's showing up right now. I'll wait. Where's the person that's showing up? The energy sucks from everybody.
Yeah,
everybody can get it. The energy stinks, and it stunk for the last 3 games. Now, okay, I said this on the show. Is there some reason to panic? No. These things happen in seasons. Everybody here has watched way too much basketball to be panicking and jumping out the window off of this. But good teams either figure it out or they don't. That's what it comes down to. Will they figure this out? Will they get or they won't?
Yeah.
They're too good of a team to not figure this out. But it's a disappointing effort when you're going against the number 1 team in the East. You've lost 3 games in a row, and this is how you show out. Games are going to happen where you don't shoot the ball well, excuse me.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. You got to learn how to win games in different ways. But when you don't have defensive effort, that's inexcusable to me.
Yeah.
The defensive effort is not this. I can't. Yo, I'm gonna watch the game for the rest of this game. I'm gonna watch it with my eyes closed. Can we do that? Okay, whatever.
Greg, we'll let the comment be, but I don't agree. Is what I'll say.
Your teammates are not happy playing with Brunson?
I don't think it's that.
Man. Oh, come on.
Yeah, someone in the comments said, yeah.
This is the Tyler.
And this is what happens when these things happen. Everybody's grasping for straws.
Yeah,
for what goes wrong.
I don't think it's that simple. Why does the booking.yeah mascot look like they're wearing the Cuban flag on their chest? Logo. I think the thing about the Cup, right? So both teams kind of went sideways a little bit after, where Milwaukee, they were below 500 for a little bit, and they lost Giannis for 4 games and Dame for 4 games. And the Lakers, they were under 500 for a little bit. The Lakers and Bucks actually got hot right before the playoffs. The problem was, one, I think the Knicks are better than both those teams. Not a ton, like not like way better, but they would beat both of them in the playoff series, I think, especially the Bucks from last year. 2, the other thing is that with the Lakers, they ended up playing the Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs, tough matchup, and then Milwaukee played last year's Pacers, also tough matchup. So there's that too. So you don't want this to linger where the Knicks all of a sudden have to play Philly in the first round of the playoffs or have to play. I mean, it's not going to be an easy series regardless, but you if you slide a little bit more and then you wind up the 3 seed again, you were the 3 seed last year, you just don't know. So you can't let this linger on for too long, especially when these other teams, again, I keep saying this about the Knicks, like as talented as they are, and we think they should be the favorites to win the East. At the same time, teams aren't going to look at them and be scared of them. You know, Milwaukee's beaten them already. Boston's beaten them already. Miami's beaten them twice. Detroit might beat them tonight. Orlando's beaten them already. Like all these teams, all their peers have beaten them already this season, pretty much.
And they need to show that. Here's the one thing I'll say about this that the Knicks have shown this year. They always have shown to have fight. Even in these games they've been, they always show to have fight and come back. But what we're asking for is more intensity of defense. This is why people could miss me with all their offensive criticisms. Because when you open your eyes and you watch both sides of the ball, you will see that the Knicks defense has not been good, but people only want to talk about offense because they only watch one. The 2 plays we chose to look at halftime were defensive plays. Nothing to do with Brunson with the ball in his hands, nothing to do with the ball movement. They're going to have games where they don't shoot the ball well, but you can control your effort on defense, and the effort on defense isn't good right there. Although good defense right there by Brunson and Anunoby. What do you think is the bigger problem, offense or defense?
I mean, it always comes back to defense. Defense creates offense, but I also think even just like after those few passes and the shot that I think he missed before, like they haven't been connecting. Something's off. I know I've said this like 10 times, but
sometimes you can see that.
It's like they haven't been having those like hockey type passes where it's just like so quick, the ball's moving, it's not moving. There's a disconnect within the team. And I don't know what it is, but
it could just be a slump also. Like this happens.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Slumps happen.
But
you don't want it to happen to, games against Philly, Atlanta, and Detroit.
Right.
I'm forgetting the other loss in the 4-game, if it's a 4-game losing streak.
No, 3-game losing streak.
Well, if it's 4, including this one, I'm saying. Spurs were I just mentioned them too. All teams who are hopeful in terms of what this season could be.
And the Spurs one's disappointing because you could have had, I know the NBA Cup one doesn't necessarily count, but you could have had another win against the Spurs and Knicks offensive rebounding here again. And they back taps another one.
This is without Jalen Duren, by the way.
Hard to stop an NBA
Damn, was that off the backboard?
Hard to stop an NBA team 3 times when they get 3 shots to score.
Yeah.
Knicks down 19 now.
Again, without Pistons on the second of a back-to-back. They were in Cleveland, beating Cleveland yesterday, flew to Detroit, slept, and now they're playing this game. No Jalen Duren, who might be an all-star this year. No Karis LeVert, one of their better creators off the bench. And no Tobias Harris, who's one of their main offensive players. That's good defense there, but it's going to be Pistons ball.
That was probably the best transition defense we've seen.
Yeah.
Here tonight, but what happened before that? Another turnover.
Damn, this did go off the back.
It did go off the back.
That's some NBA street shit.
That was.
I don't think it was intended. I think Paul Reed was just late.
It was late, and yeah, he didn't get as high as.
It's good to be 6'9" and jump. Oh damn! Damn, this might be a 20-point game if they score here. Oh wow, it's way too easy. He doesn't miss a ton of those either. Jesus. He's going to be on some MVP ballots this year.
Somebody was talking to me about that today, and I was like, they were saying they didn't think that he was in the top 4 for MVP, and I was like, nah, you're tripping.
Really?
Yeah, but that was a much needed.
I was calling him American Luka 2 years ago.
The Knicks can make shots, but if they don't get stops, none of this matters. They got to get stops. And I'll tell you what, they're right now they're in a zone. They were playing a little zone there, and zone to me.
Oh my God!
Great defensive play by Kate Cunningham. Jesus.
I thought he was gonna foul him for sure, but size advantage. I mean, that's clean.
Yeah. You're right, Rebecca. You're just laughing.
I get it. What can you say? Look at Jalen Rose.
Like, no, you got to. Sometimes you can't say much. You got to you got to give credit to Detroit. They're playing with energy on both ends.
Yeah.
Not just offense. They're playing with energy on both ends.
Sit down, Cat.
Yeah, Cat's been. I mean, this is kind of what it is, you know. So we get McCullough early, obviously Deuce. We're sticking with Mitch, so
because you know why? Because he's actually been given some energy on the boards and on the glass,
and Cat's not
trying to match their physicality. Yeah, see, this is again another thing. Everybody just looks at nut points. Cat has 2 rebounds, and Cat's been one of the best defensive rebounders in the league this season. Last 2 seasons, actually.
Mitch fall for that loose ball, and I didn't think we'd see that much Mitch, but I think you're right because Cat's been so bad. You have to play one of them.
Yeah,
you know, and
you were saying that how one of them has to be on the floor. Mitch's energy has actually been one of the brighter spots to me in the game tonight.
Yeah. Damn, he's so strong, bro.
That was good defense by Mitch too. Went up straight.
He just trucked Jordan Clarkson, got him out of the way.
See, that's why I know McCullough missed the shot, but that's part of why they put him in the game, right?
Use the backboard.
Yeah, should have used the backboard there.
Listen. That's not a bad look for him. He's like a career 40%, might be better than 40% 3-point shooter. Duncan Robinson.
Knicks are getting doubled up on the offensive glass, 10-5.
Oh, got McCullough in space and 1.
Yeah, Knicks. Everything is just out of sync for the Knicks.
When did the Knicks play the Pistons at the Garden?
February 6th.
Oh damn! Oh, that's around the trade deadline.
Yep, I think it's the day. It's the day of or day after.
Well, any team looks different. Oh, that's in Detroit too. February 19th they play at the Garden.
That's not okay. That next one's in Detroit. Okay, that's what. Yeah, before the.
Interesting.
Yeah. We want to talk about Cat. Cat hasn't. What's Cat's impact? And it's not just about getting the ball. He's 2 rebounds in this game.
3 turnovers. More turnovers than rebounds.
Crazy. That's really crazy.
We might get Pacome Daddier minutes, because not because he's gonna try to help them come back, but because
this might. Mike Brown might wave the white flag here.
This might be a short post game show or a long one.
No. It depends. The anger is going to be real. I just want to temper everybody to be like, please, please, please look at the defense on this team. And you look at Carlton Towns, ask why has he made any. You got to learn how to impact the game in other ways without scoring. That's another turnover for the look, man, basketball is not that hard of a game. If you don't have possessions, if you don't to even get shots up, you can't have an offensive rhythm. If you don't get stops, you don't have a chance to then get shots up and take the lead. The Knicks have 12 turnovers in this game, and they've been atrocious with the ball since the first quarter.
I like how the possessions they're getting for Cade are so like there's just these little movements that they do. You have I think it was that Asar Thomas? No, it was Ron Holland. It was Ron Holland that came up. He was gonna set the screen. He didn't. He slipped. Just got the ball to give it back to Cade, and now Cade's in an isolation with Deuce McBride, who is a good defender, but Cade has way too much size for him. And then he just gets him a good look.
I don't know for you. I said the Spurs loss was the most disappointing loss. It's
happening every night.
You're getting
the
more
worst
and
one.
Do you feel like this is the most disappointing? Okay,
I don't know.
There's still a chance to come back and win. So I don't want to call it a loss.
Wait,
is this the most disappointing effort of the season?
I mean, yeah, because at this point it's like what? Like each game, the effort has been so non-existent, and it's like, all right, like, are you gonna bring it back at some point? So it only gets worse the longer it is that there's absolutely nothing going on. Wait, what are they doing? I really don't get it. After the Hawks game, I think I tweeted him was like, was this the worst game of the year? Probably. And someone was like, it better be. Oh my God. And then every freaking night since it's been like, oh, this is the worst. That was the worst weekend. Now this is like horrible. It's making me crazy. And I know January, whatever, but like, fix that.
I think for me, if they don't come back and win or even look competitive, this will take the cake. Because I thought this game, national TV, I know it's not really national TV because some people don't got Peacock and can't see it, but you get my point.
Semi-national
TV, if you want to call it. I thought with the 3-game lose streak, they'd have to show me some pride.
Exactly.
If Mike Brown,
it only gets worse as the longer you have this streak of like awfulness.
Now, are you going to? Will you be at the game on Wednesday?
I think so. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not sure yet because my dad was like, I texted him before and I was like, "Are we going?" And he was like, "Yeah, unless Knicks piss me off." Now I'm like, "Well, damn."
Well, damn.
Mr.
Chasen, he might be pissed off.
He's been texting just like,
yeah, he might be pissed off. I will be at the game on Wednesday, and I will say this: I do think if they lose this game and there's a poor effort on Wednesday, fans are gonna start to boo.
Oh my god!
And there we have every right. I never am against.
Wait,
fans
they did boo a bit the Hawks game.
You
I couldn't tell at first when I was there. It's like, wait, like was that for Porzingis or like was it for the foul or what? But it was for the Knicks.
It was for the Knicks.
My dad was like, no, I was booing for the Knicks. I was like, all right. And then after, Mike Brown was like, yeah, he said like boo himself or whatever. And it's like, all right, you like that. I enjoyed that he said that and was like being like, yeah, like I was booing myself or whatever. Like only one time. You get that once. You don't get that again.
No, and they deserved it. Listen, the Hawks game, I know that was the one game where they didn't give up 125 points, but the Hawks had 94 points at the end of 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So that also was not a good game. The defense has been not good, man. Like, there's no ways around it. Again, I think fans focus way too much on offense or like lean too much heavily to focusing on offense. Shot making comes, shot making goes, man. Sometimes guys aren't going to hit shots. This is why Greg in the chat is bringing up that Brunson doesn't have any assists. Well, like, you know what has to happen to get an assist? When they pass somebody the ball, they've got to also make the shot, right? Like, it's not like he's not passing the ball. Like, they also can't turn the ball over. Cats turn the ball over, right? Other guys have not been good tonight.
Yeah.
OG's had an off night tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Kolek.
You got Greg. You got your Kolek minutes with Brunson.
Tough rebound. Ooh,
that's a rare turnover for Detroit.
It's lucky.
He went for it. Nice. This is an interesting lineup for them too. Cade, Ivy, Duncan, Ron Holland, and Isaiah Stewart. Small ball lineup, but still has physicality. Size on the wings, shooting with Duncan and Cade. There's the wing defense.
Well, Stewart's been fantastic defensively this year.
Ron Holland's
Spike looks like all
pissed.
of us. Was pissed.
Ron Holland, look at this, man. And it's Stewart with the help, as you mentioned, Dex. Like, there's just not a lot. That is one where I'm with Greg. Where like Brunson, I don't know if you needed to. I don't know if that's the shot on that possession. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's trying to make something happen because you're down 24 and
somebody's got to try to spark.
Nobody has anything going, right? That's the other thing.
Somebody's got to try to get him going. Like, because my question is, somebody be like,
"What happened there?
You got fouled."
No. I think it's a shot. Was it shot clock? Oh, it does count.
Yeah.
Wait, but who fouled?
No,
oh God! Oh, he did. Oh God! I hate when he does that. I know he gets the call, and I know shooting space.
But like, oh my God, be careful.
Landing space. But I'm just like, bro, like.
Be careful.
They're looking to see if it was.
He be selling shit, man.
Oh, he's stuck.
Like I know Knicks fans don't want to say it, but
that one I hate because of like the reason they call that a flagrant is because like you can get hurt. So like stop doing that. You're gonna get hurt.
Might call it.
Or why they typically call things like that, or even look for it.
Right.
But like stop doing that because like you're gonna get hurt for real.
Right.
I don't like it.
You're kind of playing with fire a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
No, to me it's just the sell. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Like he just.
No, yeah. Like, I mean, he does that a bit.
But I get it.
That's
clearly a point of emphasis for the NBA this year is to the landing space calls. And Brunson's gotten a lot of them. Harden's trying to draw them. He always has.
He's trying to.
Revolutionary at that, I guess, for better or for worse. I would say for worse. Trey Young, Norman Powell. But, like, his is a little different. His is like once you hand check him, the shot's going up. So it's like you're doing something that is a foul, and he's just throwing the shot up and a lot of times making the shot, which is ridiculous.
The Mavs versus Kings tomorrow night. That's the coast. Jeez, Peacock, you love that back, I'm sure. That's a tough one.
Who decided to put the Kings on national TV? I guess you have to, like, everyone has to get a game, but like,
does not have to get a game, but I think now because it's spread
Did
across so
Brunson
many
not kind of
networks.
kick his leg out a little bit?
Yeah, this one is tough for me because I think Brunson actually does stick his leg out a little bit. Where it's weird because I have seen that as part of his natural shooting motion. But
me too.
Should that be part of your natural shooting motion?
What's Isaiah Stewart supposed to do there?
Yeah,
if he's closing out.
If I'm being fair, I know you got to protect the shooter, right?
Oh, come on, man.
I don't
just
think
call
he's doing
or don't call and like move on.
I just want to be clear what I'm saying. I don't think Brunson's doing that intentionally to get a call because his legs do kick out like that a little bit there. I don't think it was egregious. Do I think it's a flagrant foul? No, I think it should be a common foul.
Because it's also something that's hard to like stop doing. Like if they're going for it, like whatever, but like
there's our guy.
If the defender's going for it, they're gonna do that. So
at least he gets to sit over there, as you know.
Oh, there's very few arenas in the country where you can sit down as a reporter.
Very aware of that. What's the call on this?
I think.
I just don't know what how do you close out then? You know what I mean? Like, how do you close out and not get the foul called on you?
And I think what the thing is it's so hard when you're up in the area closing out to then also be like, I have to be aware of where this person's foot might go.
Yeah.
That's hard.
While also having to be aware of like how you're gonna land.
Right,
it's
with
like
your body.
yeah.
This is almost becoming as hard as I know you're not a big football. I know you're not a big football person, but in football, it's like trying to not hit the quarterback as a throw or like leading with your head. That's all hard to do. And like
we've gone too far in that one too.
I happen to agree.
Yeah. It's like you basically can't tackle the quarterback anymore. Like you can, but like if the ball just left their hand, you can't. And it's just, I'm sure Wes has some thoughts back there.
our guy Wesley Splain, who played collegiate football, has some thoughts. Who's super excited about his Broncos being the #1 seed.
Yeah, they get the bye.
They do.
That's like the nice part about only caring about basketball, because like I guess I would have. My dad's like a Giants fan, so I like would have been one. I know they suck, so that would have been like really hard.
So no other sport for you?
No,
at all. Oh.
I don't care.
Interesting.
All Knicks.
Hey, that makes time easier. It's hard to keep up with everything.
And like I have an off season,
right?
And like only one team can stress me out.
You can watch shows.
Nice. It's really nice.
That is a different life.
It is.
I respect it.
I don't know what that's like.
I've known what that's like for quite some time.
Not the life I chose, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Wide open Isaiah Stewart in the corner that they missed.
Yeah.
Kolek is also on Cade. I'm stunned they didn't give him the ball back, but they actually got a good shot out of it.
Knicks have got 3 straight stops. And 1.
That's a good foul.
All right, Knicks with a
chance. Is that a shooting foul?
Should be.
In 2008, definitely. Now, let's see.
I don't know. His face makes it seem like.
Because you got to give a chance for continuation there. That was.
You see continuations, not as much.
Right. Yeah. But I'm saying that. See, that shows how old I am. I feel like it's on the gathers you're going up, so it should have been, but I could be wrong.
Wow, he's getting. Oh my goodness. I think Cade was trying to foul him before the shot.
I think you're right. You gotta let us know.
I kind of do think he's getting into a shooting motion there. Like I kind of do think it's continuation, even though that sounds like, again, from another time.
I feel bad about saying this. This could be a lot worse.
Is there a continuation compilation on YouTube? Somebody's
put it
from like the 2000s, like all the super late shots well after the foul was called that counted. I hope somebody has that. I sound like an old head, bro.
You do. So Knicks down 16.
Hey, I'm in my early, like very early
30s. 8-0 run in the last minute 4.
Like you're trying to convince yourself right now.
Nah, just call them old.
No children.
Way to go.
That's just having kids makes you old? Damn.
No, I'm just saying, like.
Wow, another stop for the Knicks.
Oh, God.
They need this.
Jordan Clarkson. Never change, bro.
Cade, Cade go. Oh, that's off.
Oh, that's off. That's off Cade. Yeah.
The Knicks getting some stops and some turnovers. the Knicks, but you know when you're trying to come back, every time you got to get points off these turnovers. Like to me, this is a must score possession.
Fritz said Unk status. I thought that would be like 34, 35. I'm 31. You know what I mean?
So Knicks having back-to-back chance to get
points. God willing, in the very early stages of my career in life. Hopefully, Mitch with a great block there. But I do have multiple nieces and nephews. Well, technically, I have 2 nephews.
I have a niece.
I don't have.
Cute.
Is she a Knicks fan?
She's 6 months, but I did show her a few highlights, and she seemed into it. And that was when she was 3 weeks old.
All right.
Oh, I have a niece too, actually. But to be fair, my sister and I have a big age gap. My brother and I have an even bigger age gap.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna age either of them. Jesus.
Mitch. If the Knicks may not win this game, but Mitch's defensive effort has been good.
He's had a good quarter.
He's especially this
that's
quarter,
a moving screen or an offensive foul.
The Knicks.
Ron Holland looked at the ref. He's like, "You saw that shit, right?"
Ron Holland flopped on that though. That's a flop. That is a flop. Come on.
Yeah. No,
on.
You're right. You are right.
That is bad.
Brunson was not in position. So,
Brunson did not help
but
himself there.
I agree that's a flop. That could have been a play on, but you know.
Detroit's been terrible offensively in the last 2.5 minutes or so.
I think they're attacking Mitchell Robinson too much.
Got a shot by Ivy. That ends a drought for them. But the Knicks had chances to cut this to 14, 13. Missed a bunch of threes. Back to one. Clarkson missed one. Brunson missed one.
Offensive rebounds, 12-4 Pistons.
This is the best defense the Knicks have played this game, in my opinion. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot. Mitch has 3 of the Knicks' 4 offensive rebounds. Want to guess who has the other?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Tyler Kolek?
No. Mitch has 3 of the Knicks' 4 offensive rebounds. Want to guess who has the other?
It's
not an obvious answer. It surprised me a little bit.
Is it Jordan Clarkson?
No.
It's not Deuce.
Mikhail?
No.
McCullough?
Brunson?
Yeah, McCullough.
Oh, that was going to be my first guess because I was like, he's Josh, and I
that.
said you need that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, that seemed a little not obvious, but I was like, he's Josh.
No other Knick has more than 3 rebounds. Mitch has 10.
Yeah,
no one has more than 3.
Mitch has been good on the glass. That to me is what Mike Brown is talking about with physicality.
Brunson has 3 rebounds, 0 assists, and 6 turnovers, which Greg has written about in the chat.
Greg looks for anything that Brunson does wrong and thinks that Kolek should be starting, which is literally ridiculous. Like that's just.
I've been seeing a lot of tweets.
I think criticisms of Brunson's performance today are fair, but
but who else has been good? What's the solution?
Like,
this is not always my thing with critiques.
Yeah, like if you're taking the ball out of Brunson's hands, I don't think OG and Cat are like bringing you to salvation this game. You know what I'm saying? Like based on their performance. Right. I don't think Tyler Kolek's done enough to be like, yeah, you should play him a lot more. You know?
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I don't understand.
He's been fine, and I get that he's a +2 also, but
you know who hasn't been good the last 3 games? Tyler Kolek, actually.
Yeah.
Tyler Kolek has not had good games the last couple of games.
Yeah, his insanity runs calmed down.
Yeah, so it's like
he just got.
That doesn't mean I think Tyler Kolek is bad.
There.
Like I think Tyler Kolek has shown
he's
shown
fine.
That he could be an adequate backup point guard.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But we don't.
But this does worry me because look, this is my question about Tyler Kolek. I like that you can have games in the regular season. Can I play you in the spring? And if I can't play you against this team with confidence, then I don't know that I can play you in the spring. McCullough's gotten more minutes than him so far.
Greg is now leaning into plus minus. Anybody who watches the show knows how plus minus is not a perfect stat. It is something you look about who you play with, who you're going against on the court.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect statistic. If that's all you're going to lean on here, then I feel like you got to also open your eyes and watch the game because that with the play we just saw right there. I love Kolek, but this is the one concern that we've always had is like you can attack him and bigger guards can attack him. Now that happens with Brunson too, but he doesn't give you enough of what Brunson can give you offensively. And so that is it. Kolek is fine. All this stuff is fine. I don't think we have to overreact to everything is my point every game. Get called for double dribble? Yeah.
And I also mentioned the plus minus as it relates to Deuce McBride in the first half. But like Deuce also has the best plus minus on the team, like very easily too. like the season.
Right. There's a great sample size of him doing this.
And he's a much better defensive player. Like he's a legitimate two-way player, and he's one of the best complementary players on your roster, honestly. All right. I'm gonna try something, and I'm actually gonna take a bathroom break real quick. We'll see if they go on a run while I'm there.
Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe it'll make it worse.
Down
Maybe
20.
it'll make it better. We'll see.
Down 20 into the fourth is crazy.
This is gonna be a fun post game, Rebecca. This is gonna be absolutely a fun post game. As Bryan goes to take a bathroom break, Knicks are down 20. I do not feel like. Do I think it's the end of the world? No. Do I think you should be happy going to the Garden on Friday? I mean Wednesday?
No. I mean, like, people will be like, it's only 3. It's only, like, how many times you say it before it, like, becomes a problem? And not that, like, I think that this, if it is a loss, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but if they lose, it's like, it's just that everyone's like, you can't crash out about it. And like, okay, like you can like a little. I know it's January, all these things, but like it like something needs to change. I'm not saying a player has to change or whatever, but like something's going on that's like disconnecting them. And they're just like not in that like
It felt so good a week ago.
Oh my
though,
God,
right?
everything was so good a week ago.
Everything was so good a week ago. It felt good a week ago. And then it's just ever since the second half of the San Antonio game, it's just been downhill. Like, again, but for me, it's like that game always stand out to me. And then today will be the defense. The defense just hasn't looked right.
And like, I mean, with Tibs, obviously, we're very much a defensive-minded team. And then this year, I feel like our offense has been the better part of the two. So like for the offense to like slip is like worrisome if the defense isn't going to improve. You know, like, okay, if the offense slips, but like play some defense. But like the defense can't be down here and the offense comes down. And what's that then?
I think that's well put. I think that's the thing, right? Because and I think some of the fans and people in the fan base have become so used to the offense being so good. They've been the top 3 offense all year, right? And now it's offense is taking a little slip, which is going to happen. We actually saw this happen a little bit early January last year. Their offense slipped just a little bit. But when the defense is well, it's below mediocre now. They're like 16th in defensive rating. That's where you're just like, you can't have
they
that.
Can't both be bad.
Yeah, you can't have that, right? Like, and it's just like, you can't have that. I mean, Detroit right now is 89 points. I asked Stephen Bondi in our show, I said, well, what does a good performance in this game look like for the Knicks? And he was like, you know what? If they can hold Detroit to under 110 points, well, they're 21 points away from that. It does not look like that. Detroit does not look like that. And Detroit's not a great offensive team. They're a really good defensive team. But the Knicks, I think what's concerning is you're not seeing the physicality. And they're not able to match the physicality. Right? They've been sloppy with the ball. Everybody's been sloppy with the ball. Brunson's extremely sloppy
Detroit
with the ball.
has been like suffocating.
Yeah.
And they just like can't find a way to get a breath out.
Yeah. Cat sloppy with the ball, had silly turnovers. These are all things that you're having when you're not playing good basketball. Now, do I think the Knicks are gonna just tumble down and no, they're just too talented for that. And I think they'll get this right. But yes, you don't want this to stretch further. They got a road trip coming up. You don't want them to go, further than that. You that's not something you want. You don't want it to go further than that to the point where like they, feel like they can't.
Players only meeting.
Oh God, players only meetings. I can't stand players only meetings, Rebecca.
I fear it has to happen. Something has to happen. Or Mike Brown can just like yell at him. Or give him a really he's come up with like a really good speech.
I think sometimes that can happen, and you can get that. But at some point, players have agency. I like to say it all the time, right? And they have to have pride.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the guys aren't prideful. They do. These guys care, and they show up to work. And sometimes we're all not on our A game at work. This happens, but you want to see some fight. One thing I haven't questioned with this team is fight, because they have fought back. I have seen that. The effort defensively hasn't been consistent this year, and that's been what's been a little disappointing. But they have had other times they've shown a lot of good resiliency, fight the NBA Cup games. So we know that they can do this. But right now, this 3-4 game stretch, the big standout for me is just the defense, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defense just doesn't look connected. Mike Brown's playing zone sometimes.
Is it 10 deep tonight? Like
he's played, let's see, has he played 10 players? No, only 9.
9, wow.
9 players tonight.
But I feel like last game in the past few games, it's been like 11.
Yeah.
So it is an interesting.
So we saw no DOR tonight.
Adjustment, which like makes sense because obviously they didn't win those past 2 games, but.
No DOR tonight. I mean, listen, he's played guys minutes off the bench. Everybody off the bench has played at least 10 minutes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see the players on Detroit's bench calling for Cat with the elbow there. Cat might have got away with one there. Cat's got to be.
I feel like the biggest with the like consistency issue is Cat, because like sometimes he's awesome. Oh God, he's like down. Oh,
that concerns me. Like, is it a groin injury for K? Look at what happened here.
Oh no,
see, Cat could have got called there, man. You see that?
Yeah.
It was like kind of like that. I guess his elbow went. That's right to his chin.
But yeah, the consistency from Cat isn't there. It's
not there. No, and I know you see this, and I know you hear the fans talk about this when you're doing the Twitter Spaces and your next Twitter show. It's the consistency for me is like I look at how many minutes is Cat? Cat's played 20 minutes tonight. He's had
kind of interesting.
He's had 1 personal foul. He's had 3 turnovers, 4 shot attempts.
Wow.
And listen, I think when everybody's turning the ball over, it's hard to get in any kind of offensive rhythm. I mean, you're seeing that from the Knicks tonight. The offense is just out. This is where they miss Josh Hart, because Josh Hart really stabilizes everything.
Josh Hart's a comment. And I'm pretty sure he's out again Wednesday, they said. I'm not sure.
I'd be stunned if he played
for them. Trip. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I'd be stunned about that. They say he's back to doing some light court work. Stefan Bondi reported that he's back to doing some light on-court work. I think there's a chance.
When he get hurt, Christmas? Yeah,
Christmas. So there's a chance I think you can see him back on the road trip.
But not before. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to bring him back Wednesday.
They really miss him. They
very much
really miss him right now. And it's just, I get it. The Knicks, they don't look like they're going to win this game. Knicks fans are going to be angry.
And they're already. I was like looking at the feed a little. Whew.
Yeah. And I think we do this thing where we have to try to find someone to blame. All the time. Like, we got to find the one person. We got to find someone to blame. And sometimes it's like, everybody's just not playing well. It's not even that deep. Everybody's just not playing well at all whatsoever. They're not connected on offense. They're terrible on defense. We've seen
that's the whole game.
Now, most of the season, we've seen a sample size where they've played well on both sides of the ball, or at least mostly on offense, maybe not so much on defense. So they can do it again. That's why I don't worry about where I'm not. Yeah. I'm not worried. I'm slightly concerned. Like, what's your concern level on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you say with where they are right now?
Hard. I don't know, but I'm more like, I think I'm more disappointed than concerned.
See, I hate that's like, you did something when you were young.
It's like
disappointed.
It's okay. Like it's not. Yeah, but
I'm more disappointed.
And that's how I feel. Like in the concern, like I can't give a scale. I don't freaking know. I just know that like I'm disappointed.
Like overall, I would say my concern with the team, with where they're playing right now, is probably like a 4.
Okay.
My concern for the defense and the effort there is like 6.5, 7.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, because that's where more of my concern is from what I'm seeing right now. Like way more concerned with their defensive effort than I am the offense. The offense, they're just too talented offensively. And once we see Josh Hart come back, I think they'll be fine. But the defense, my concern level is at like a 6.5, 7. Because I don't like anything about what I'm seeing with that. Like assists, shooting percentage, that stuff comes. You're gonna have dips in the season.
Comes back, but defense also kind of like defines a team.
They just gave a wide open 3 to Javonte Green. It's like, is this a great Knicks off? Despite the Knicks struggles with turnovers, right? They're shooting 42% from the field, which is not amazing, and 43% from 3. 43% from 3 is actually fine. they've just given away possessions. That's part of offense. You can't give away possessions. And then you can't, when you don't defend and you allow the other team to shoot 55. I don't care who you are in the NBA. You're not beating somebody that shoots 55% from the floor and 50% from three. You're not. You're going to lose most of those games. Unless you shoot better than that, you're going to lose those games. So, again, it comes back to defense. Look at these numbers of Knicks' last 6 games. Opposition 115.5 points. Opposition shooting over 50% from 2, over 39% from 3. Another turnover there by Jordan Clarkson.
What was that?
Yeah.
Like, take a beat and like. Okay.
Color with a turnover and you're right back. Like, oh, try to give it to Cat. They call the ball out because
I don't know. That's what I was.
It's just, Bryan talked about the 50-50 balls earlier and everything. The Knicks just look a step slow.
Yeah.
On everything. They called it out because they're top of the backboard. They look a step slow. They look like they just are not matching the energy right now. I mean, if I know the Knicks only have a day off between they come back to New York for the game on Wednesday, but if I was Mike Brown, I don't know if they have time for a film session tomorrow, but I would be getting into people.
Paul Reed has 5 fouls. Great. He's at 8 points.
You have him for 9, right?
Yeah. Need one more bucket.
I haven't even thought about my props.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Way.
Yo, Cat, that's an offensive. Come on, bro.
I have really no words.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know.
My bathroom break didn't help them.
No, it did not.
You know what I mean? Oh my god!
Every time.
Look at the left hand.
Come on, like it's this stupid. Sorry,
man.
Yo, and I want to say something else. All turnovers are not equal.
Yeah.
There's turnovers, and there's like you slip up with the ball, maybe dribble off your knee, and then turnovers like the Cat has, where it's a lot based on offensive fouls. That just kills momentum.
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, man.
I'm not in the momentum doesn't exist crowd. I don't know how you could say that.
No, it does.
With live sports.
Nope.
With things like this, even like swings and things like that. Like, I just don't know. With Karl-Anthony Towns, like this is one of his worst games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely one of his worst games of the season. Like, you need him to show up against the Pistons, and then. OG, I would say similarly. Like, it wasn't a great game for him either.
No. Everybody has been.
Ron Holland could be in the dunk contest. Like, I'm not even playing. This is the discourse coming from this because this is a nationally televised game.
Another Cat turnover.
First time Knicks play the Pistons. We've been looking forward to this. We circled this, and this is. No Jalen Duren. I'm going to say it again in the postgame show, but no Jalen Duren, Karis LeVert, Tobias Harris. And they're on the back-to-back.
And they're down 28 points.
My dad just said they've pissed me off more than I thought possible.
I think this is their worst game of the season.
I think
this is Knicks'
I was
worst
saying that I thought it was the most disappointing. I don't.
This is their most disappointing. This is the worst performance of the season.
I completely agree.
Worst performance.
We'll get into that in the postgame. I completely agree. Because here's why you can't say anything other than that. Everybody on this. Hey, plus minus crowd, Greg, that means you. Everybody on the team is minus. Miss me with that when Kolek was a +5. Everybody's been bad. Everybody. I don't want to hear plus minus when you're down 28. Nobody. No, I don't want to hear plus minus when you're down 28.
Everyone's
points.
minus 28.
Who cares?
Everyone's plus on the Pistons.
Yeah, because you're down 28. What are we talking about? Don't miss me with the plus minus tonight. And it was Jalen Brunson has 6 turnovers. Cat has 6 turnovers now. I've been saying that Cat was bad with the turnovers. I've been saying this.
Oh my God.
Like, everybody stunk tonight. And it's okay to say that. Everybody's been bad.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it's bad. Your dad is annoyed. He might not go to the game on Wednesday. Everybody.
He didn't buy the they buy tickets yet?
Oh, he's season ticket.
He's season ticket holder.
Oh, he can resell them.
No, yeah. So just like, I like to go.
Resell them, watch it at home. It's Wednesday.
Well, that's what ended up happening. The
Clippers.
We went to the Hawks game, and I wanted to go to the Philly game, and then he had put them up already, at like a stupid price, thinking nobody would buy them, and then like somebody bought them.
Somebody wanted to go and boo Joel Embiid, you know that.
Yeah, that's true. And then like it obviously worked out because I like would have been really upset if I was there. And so he like made money off it, made a couple games worth, so like it's fine. But like this one.
Look, man, ticket prices are outrageous.
Oh my God, insane.
Especially for the Knicks.
Insane.
Although the Knicks...
That's why the season ticket... I mean, obviously, I say this as like someone who doesn't pay for them, but like the season ticket, especially when it comes to the playoffs, it's like very much like worth it. Especially when they're good, when you can like resell. It's crazy.
Bryan, I did not see your text. I just saw it now.
Nah, if we got it under control.
Knicks, did you knock before?
Huh?
Yeah, because I did see you up there, and I was like, "Wait, why did you look towards?"
I was like,
Bryan couldn't get back.
Yeah. We got it. The way the door works, people don't care. It's fine. The Knicks have the 4th highest ticket prices on average in the NBA.
Really?
Not even first.
Who's ahead?
Based on the study,
that's crazy.
Based on the study that got sent to me this past week, which is a well done one. First, unsurprisingly, was the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me the Clippers are in the top 4.
No. It was Lakers, Celtics, and I'm trying to remember the other one. I don't think it was Philly, but it was another market.
I doubt
I mean,
Philly.
it's like all the places where like tourists go, and then like it's easy to.
No. Now I gotta find this again. Cheapest were the Hornets, and the Pistons were actually around there too.
Yeah.
Pistons were one of the cheaper tickets.
I mean, a couple years ago, when they weren't good, I got to see a game in Los Angeles.
I don't like saying cheapest. I like saying more affordable because legitimately.
Yeah, no, it's better.
It's better.
Would be nicer.
Detroit's a great basketball city.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Charlotte's also in a great basketball state in North Carolina. They they haven't had the pro success yet.
Nope.
Although they have a fun team to watch. I keep saying that, but yeah.
Here we go. We got Greg 5592. Everybody is bad because of Captain Brunson. Get Brunson the hell off this team. All right, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Golden State was second.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
He really is a hater.
It was late.
A Brunson hater.
I mean, like now we're gonna get Brunson off the team.
It's cold like
look at that. Hug party's in.
Yeah,
party.
Mike Brown's waved the white flag in this game. Yabusele's in.
All right,
Yabu's in it. Wait, where?
Deuce, we need 4 more points. Deuce, we need 4 more for the
That's what I'm rooting for at this point.
That is Javonte Green. How long until we see Muhammad Diawara, Pacome Dadier, Marcus Sasser, actually, maybe for the Pistons.
Come on, Deuce. There we go.
All right, need 1 more point. This is what it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was thinking like, it honestly makes it like
gives you something else.
A horrible. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm glad I'm here because if I was home and just like watching by myself, I would have like been a mess.
You might have turned this game.
I mean, I was even saying to I was like,
we'll help you process.
What if I go and like I get like so annoyed during it's when I'm by myself, especially. So I was like, oh my God, what if I was going like they're horrible, and then that ended up happening. But I feel a lot better that I'm here instead of alone by myself at home.
We appreciate you being here.
And
you would not be the only person to get annoyed about the Knicks having sat here.
Let me ask you this. How close does it happen? And this is why I don't see Tyler Kolek. Like I like when he plays like a point guard. I don't like when he's hunting for a shot too much. That's when he gets himself into trouble. Because the whole reason why I think he can be a functional NBA backup point guard is because he's so good at passing, setting up others. But when he's hunting for his own shot too much, I don't like that. I don't think Mike Brown's crazy about it either, unless of course he makes his shots.
He's asked him to be a little bit more aggressive shooting and shoot the open shots. So I
open shots, yes. There we go with
Deuce.
There we go. 11 and a half.
Deuce did what he was supposed to do for us. Thank you, Deuce.
Happy for you guys.
To what point? To only a couple bucks.
Yeah.
It's a -1.
To what point, Rebecca? Let me ask you this: How close do they need to get for you to be like, all right, you could bring Brunson and I guess Brunson and OG?
No, if they get closer, then I want them in.
Just leave.
Honestly, yeah, like clear. Like
I think that's fair.
I mean, maybe Brunson. Like
Deuce is now the only Knick.
Who said this isn't over for me?
You know who else is a plus tonight? Let's just play him all the time and make sure we don't trade Gershon Yabusele. That's +7. Again, this is why you can't go crazy off a +/-. That was a tough.
Jaden Ivey. Man, Jaden Ivey was so good last year. He got hurt to start the year this year, so he's been delayed, but he's gonna have an interesting contract situation coming up.
I don't think this gets. I mean, by the lineup on the floor, this gets anywhere near close enough.
No,
now
fair.
this is actually what I do like about.
Oh boy,
I've
also told you before. If Ivy was in that Knicks series, that would have made the end of games very interesting because of how well he was shooting off of K last year. 40% from three, averaging 18 a game, and it felt like they really needed that scoring too. Tomorrow, Miami, Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento. Miami, Minnesota's a good game. Dallas, Sacramento's not. Denver, Boston's Denver has all the injuries. Wow, what a block. Was that Isaiah Stewart again? On Yabusele too? Jesus. All right, bring in Diawara. Bring in Dadier.
Yeah, I don't really get why.
I thought Dadier would be a factor this year, but
I was wrong on that.
Wait, a lot of people did, and everyone's like, he's like the only one who's not getting any time when like everyone else has.
He hasn't earned it.
Yeah.
Mike Brown's not seeing what he wants to see.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen more in Diawara where I'm like, Diawara.
I like
look,
Diawara.
Diawara's coming in. Where's Dadier?
On the bench?
Yeah, no.
They might decline that fourth-year option, bro.
They might, especially because it looks like they found something, at least in Diawara, that Mike Brown likes.
Yeah, and Kolek, they'll take his option.
Yeah, no starters are coming back in this game, man.
That's a nice move, and then Isaiah Stewart just meets you. Jesus. This is getting punked by a tough. I mean, this is the second best team in the league so far in the regular season.
Greg, I gotta give you, Greg, you gotta be trolling. It's funny how other players get shots up when there ain't no Brunson.
See, Brunson's not playing, not on the floor.
It's
so somebody has to shoot.
Like we're really out here evaluating garbage time, extended garbage time.
Yeah, extended garbage time.
This is what we're doing. Extended garbage time.
Let's go, Deuce. Get 20. I didn't bet that's 20. That would have been crazy.
Deuce could have been balling like he is now if he's allowed to shoot more than the ball than Brunson.
He was shooting when Brunson was there.
Are you watching the game?
8 points in the first half.
Are you watching the game?
I don't want to hyper focus on that. I want.
I'm not.
I wish Paul Reed would get back in the game, but he has 5 fouls.
He's not getting back.
So he's not going to get the. I got hooked by Paul Reed. Thanks. See how everything else is doing. I know Hornets and Thunder got started. Somebody hit me in the Action Network group chat and was like, hey, what if should I just fade the Thunder now for best record in the NBA? I was like, I don't know about that.
Oh, your boy's in. Your boy got in.
Who?
Pacome Daddy.
Wow.
Let's go.
That's real garbage time, I fear.
Damn.
That's where we're at with Pacome Daddy.
Rebecca's like, that's real garbage time.
Getting any time.
Damn.
Ooh.
I mean, she's not wrong.
No,
I'm not.
You gotta find something.
You're not wrong.
A game like this.
Well, but I'm glad he took them out earlier because at that point, nothing's changing. The Knicks aren't getting a crazy comeback. They haven't been playing well enough to do that. And it's like, all right, let's see what they can do. Even if like they're not gonna get a comeback either.
Right.
Put them in. Let the other guys rest. What's the harm if either way you're gonna lose? I hate to say, even though we're down this much with 3 minutes or 4 minutes left. Still hate to say that before the game's over, but like, what's the harm in taking him out? Like, let him sit. Yeah, exactly.
None. And this is not something I'm sure that
Blazing Brunson.
Well, that would not be the term, Greg. 5'5".
No, I was just
he would not use that at all. But I would say that, like, you know, I'm not even sure Coach Thibodeau would have pulled these guys.
Oh no, wait.
The starters still be out here.
No, 100%.
He'd pull them now.
It would be like kind of like a punishment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you played that bad, keep going. But it's like
that's some high school coach shit. For real.
Oh, I was waiting for this comment.
That's some high school coach shit for real.
I knew this comment was going to come, and I said
it. For someone other than Greg.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
okay. I said this comment would come when the Knicks had their first rough patch of the season, or they lost 3 or 4 games. I said it, December, January. They should have never fired Tibbs.
Oh.
Guys.
Like,
would Tibbs have won them the game in Atlanta against Atlanta or San Antonio?
Yeah,
or there's no way of knowing. I don't know. Like, look, Mike Brown and this entire team
is going to be judged in the playoffs.
That's it.
So anybody who makes declarations.
So if they lose in the second round, then
you have a fair point.
And then everyone's going to be like, yo, because that's why you hired him. So to me, not that this doesn't matter. This absolutely does matter. But because again, like I keep saying this, while I think they're the most talented team in the East, all your peers have beaten you. They've got one on you right now. And you still have to play them more. And we still have a lot of season left. You got to get to the playoffs healthy, which is the real key. Like, there's no guarantees for any of this.
Right. I think it matters to your point that they have lost these games to their peers, but they still have time to respond. My thing is always just like anything else in life, it's about how you respond to it. I do not like the Knicks' response tonight. Terrible after losing 3 games in a row. Right. But it's not the end of the world. Like, we're not gonna do that. And anybody who makes declarations about they know that it was better, they should have never left, you don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea. Like, and nobody can say that. Mike Brown and this team will be judged by what they do in the playoffs. If you're making declarations on January 5th, you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. You haven't looked into a crystal ball. You have no idea. If you're saying that, you're lying because you don't know. You literally don't know.
Yeah.
Where the Knicks are going to finish, they're going to drop to the 6th seed. You have no idea. You have no idea what the Knicks are going to do. They can respond from this and go on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to the players. It's up to the players to do it. They got to get it done. Right? It was such a high. We talked about a week ago. It was such a high 20, 25 days ago when they won the cup, and all the vibes were good. These things happen in the season. OKC, the champs, were on a high, and then they lost what? 3-2 twice to the Spurs?
3 times.
3 times to the Spurs.
Yeah. They had lost.
Yeah, they just
lost to Phoenix last night.
Yeah, is the sky falling in Oklahoma City because they're not going to maybe win 70 games anymore? No.
They're losing to the Hornets at halftime by 17 points.
Sky's falling.
As the Charlotte Hornets optimist,
I'm not a Charlotte Hornets.
Color me very impressed.
I could also see the Charlotte Hornets blowing that game.
Probably.
So there we go.
But I hope that they don't, because over 26.5 wins was one of my favorite bets before the season. The Knicks, by the way, 26 games to the season, they'll be 23-13. Last year, they were 24-12. In what people would say was a better Eastern Conference, given where the Celtics and Cavs were in the regular season. But I again,
yeah, but see, to that, and I'm forgetting who brought this point of it. Might have been J-Mac had brought it up on his show. I think he was looking at where the Knicks were about the time of New Year, and it's like they've played a much tougher schedule than they actually did last year at this time. So in a way, and
this year they have,
yeah, they have.
I guess.
Because the Knicks, if you remember the schedule, we talked about it a lot last year on our live show. They hadn't really played anybody. And remember they had that early game against OKC.
Yeah,
Detroit.
Detroit. December schedule was very soft.
Last year. And the Knicks didn't have that this year, particularly because of the cup. So,
cup.
And I think the Knicks are you're done with the cup.
No, I think
Marcus Sasser getting on the board.
Yeah, so I think when you look at it, it's like they have played a tougher schedule. They're also a deeper team than they were last year. I just think a little bit pays into people's like another turnover. God,
Porty's had a rough
stretch coming in here.
I'm happy for Pacome Dadia for getting some free throws though. Javonte Green, damn.
They get buck 19.
That's like that 3 Rasheed Wallace hit for the Knicks when they were beating the shit out of the Heat that first game of the season in 2012. That's literally what that felt like.
How many turnovers?
The other side.
This group that's come in has just had more turnovers. This Dennis Jenkins gets a dunk here. The Knicks have 20 turnovers.
Sign him. Are the Knicks going to break 90? The post-game show's already started, people.
Post-game show started 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. That was an offensive. Pushed the shit out of Jenkins.
Damn.
McCullough, he got him to 90.
I mean,
I'm not dribbling out the clock here if I'm like Dennis Jenkins or one of these dudes who doesn't play like that. Like, I'm trying to get a bucket. I'm trying to get like something happen.
But they're gonna dribble the clock out.
I get it, but yeah, come on. And if I'm the Knicks, if I get the ball back, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get like.
Oh, he turned it over.
That's not good for the stat sheet.
No, it's not. Well, I guess it was gonna be a turnover regardless. But
McCullough, go get some points. You're a two-way.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
I'm pro like getting your stats in garbage time because like, yo,
dying to know what he's saying to him.
Yo, you've come a long way from when I used to babysit you.
He's like, yo, remember when I used to babysit you? I still gotta read that article, man. I still gotta read it.
Yeah, I'm going through like Ben Stillers.
Yo, I love this comment. from Detroit Dyson 2182, who obviously is a Pistons fan, but who cares? We welcome everybody here.
Yeah, we had Pistons fans in here during the series last year.
Yeah, some really entertaining ones too. And I don't mean that sarcastically, like legitimately fun.
No, we had good Pistons fans coming here. Yeah.
He says this is not a rough patch. This is a message. I agree. I think from Detroit, like if from a Detroit basketball perspective.
No, but I'm curious as to what he means. Does he mean it's a message that's being sent from Detroit?
Yes,
or a message,
that's how I took it. You can clarify in the comments.
Or does he mean, or Detroit Dyson? Do you mean a message from the Knicks of showing how they're playing? Like, there's two ways I could take that. I don't. Think
I took it. I took it as Dyson tell us, but I took it as you saying it from a Pistons lens. Of saying like, hey, Detroit is like they're coming for the Knicks, and I will remind people, the Pistons outscored the Knicks in the last 5 games of that playoff series, and the point differential was just single digits for the Knicks in the entire series. I think it was +8. You take out the 11-point win from Game 1, in which Campaign saved you. Then it's different. So it's just the margins were very thin. I think Detroit is really. I think Detroit's legit. They still have to prove it. They haven't won a playoff series with this core, but this is what I keep saying about the Knicks. Like, as talented as they are, these teams do not fear them, and the Knicks have to they still have to be really good. Like, they can't just coast through the regular season and like, oh, whatever, we'll wake up later. Like, I don't feel like, despite their recent postseason success, especially compared to their peers, I don't feel like they've earned that totally because of all the tough matchups that could present themselves in the playoffs. Like, as the 2 seed right now, and I actually think
I see. Dyson said
they might drop
the message is that the Knicks underestimate the Pistons. Well, I'll say this.
I mean, it kind of felt like it tonight.
I'll say this. Yeah, I'll say they lost by 31, and I think they might have to some degree underestimated the Pistons last year. Although you and I thought it was going to be a tough series in the first place. Maybe not as close.
Then we both had Knicks in 6.
We did,
and a close 6.
But that's a close 6 of a series. I hear your point, Detroit Dyson, that the Knicks might underestimate them. And that's what makes this, and we'll get to this as we start the postgame, that's what makes this game particularly the worst loss of the season and the most disappointing loss of the season.
Yes.
Because of all that. Because now it does look like you underestimated them. Detroit came out, said, kudos to Detroit. Tip your hat to Detroit. And you got to give them respect on that. Sometimes you have to do that to your opponent. Here's my thing. If this doesn't wake you up, then I don't know what's going to wake you up, right? Because sometimes you need to get your ass kicked.
A lot of
and
times.
The Knicks got their ass kicked tonight. Sometimes that has to happen, and they got their ass kicked tonight. Now, when you get your ass kicked, you got to. If you don't come back and fight again, then I'm looking at you sideways. If you come back and respond and fight and say, "Yo, we can't have this happen," somebody in the locker room. This is where the true leadership. It can't be the coach. Can't just be the coach. Somebody's got to step up and say, no more. That's good. This is where you see Mike Brown talked about adversity.
Like we know who that's going to be.
The adversity, the Knicks adversity level was here on Saturday after losing to the Sixers. It went up to here.
Yeah.
Right? You can't even see my hand in the frame. Now, how you going to respond to this? Because if you come out and you lay a stinker on Wednesday against the Clippers, your dad's already mad. He might not show up at the game. I understand all that. If you come out and lay an egg, I understand why.
Go out to dinner instead.
Yeah, that's probably a fair move.
Yeah, watch it from like a sports bar.
I understand all that. But yeah, if you're a Knicks fan, you want to be mad that they lost by 3. Everybody stunk tonight. Everybody stunk. Everybody stunk. And I'm telling you, don't bring up any plus minus to me. I don't want to hear a damn thing about plus minus. Plus minus my ass. The team played like ass.
Yeah.
They lost by 31 to the team that's at the top of the Eastern Conference. What the message that was sent to Detroit Dyson's point, underestimating is a good point. Detroit said, right now, you ain't on our level. You got to take that.
Top of the Eastern Conference on a rest disadvantage. Detroit played yesterday, played in Cleveland and beat Cleveland. Cleveland's the team that's supposed to be up here with the Knicks. They've been disappointing too. But the Knicks right now, they don't have that much of a better record than the Cavaliers. They're like 3.5 games ahead of them. Like that could change.
I think they're tied with the Celtics now after this loss tonight.
That could change in a couple weeks. Yeah. And this is the thing. Detroit, again, it's not even just the magnitude of them winning by so much. Their second best player and likely all-star Jalen Duren is out. did not play. Yeah. Backup center Paul Reed was in there with Isaiah Stewart for a lot of this. Karis LeVert's out. That's a rotation piece. And then also, who by the way, could give them some juice in terms of creating on the ball. And Tobias Harris, one of their other offensive players who we saw a lot of in that playoff series last year. But Jalen Duren especially, and to not win the rebounding battle, like we talked about this beforehand, I mean, they got worked on the boards. I'm going to look at what it ended up being, but the Knicks only had 30 rebounds in this game. That's very unlike them. Pistons had 44, and before garbage time, it looked bad. So you lose despite having the rest because Detroit had to travel. They flew from Cleveland to Detroit. It's a short flight. They flew from Cleveland to Detroit. They just played yesterday, and the Knicks had the rest. They haven't played since Saturday. They lose this game. Like, it wasn't a game. It, like, very early in the third quarter, it was like, oh, this has gotten away from them completely. Brunson's trying to make things happen, can't get anything going. Mitchell Robinson's competing on the boards. It's not enough. Deuce McBride ends up having a flurry late, but it's too little too late. Nobody else could get anything going. This is their worst loss of the season. This is their worst performance of the season, like, very easily. They're 23-13 now. And again, most talented team, we think, in the Eastern Conference, but I don't think that means at all that they're going to just sleepwalk all the way to the finals.
No, and we'll get into all that, but we're going to reset right now here. Dexter Henry here, New York got game, post game, Knicks Pistons had the watch party. Myself, Bryan Fonseca, and our fantastic guest Rebecca Chasen of the Knicks Film School joined us for the first time here in studio. Unfortunately, Rebecca, you did not get to see a win. I always hate when people come here and they don't get.
And they're 0-1.
Yeah, I don't like that because it's not good. How's the Knicks film? Who's been on Knicks Film School's got Sean? Sean was here for a win.
Jeff definitely did not win because I remember him being annoyed.
Yes, shout out to Jeff Johnson.
Shout out to Jeff.
Sean saw a win. Jeff didn't see a win. Andrew
just got here this
year. He saw a win. Wasn't it one of the Cup games? Didn't Andrew do?
Oh, damn.
I can't remember. Andrew did? No, Andrew did that Celtics game with us. Right?
Okay. Celtics or Bucks. It was one of those two, I think.
I can't remember if Andrew saw the win.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Knicks Film School,
y'all got to step it up.
It might be under 500.
Y'all got to step it up, Knicks Film School. Y'all got to step it up there. But Knicks lose 121 to 190. I know a lot of you guys are angry in the chat. And look, listen, I understand. Rebecca, I'm going to start with you here. 121 to 190. Knicks, there's nothing good you can say offensively. You're damn sure there's nothing good you can say about them defensively. What is your emotion right now after this Knicks loss? They're fourth in a row. First time they've lost 4 in a row since 2022. What's your emotions right now as a Knicks fan?
Disappointed. And again, I said before that I was glad I was here because, like, if I was home right now, I don't even know. Like, my roommate would be hearing it, and she'd be like in her room with the door closed, and I'd be like going around. But they gotta. I said this like so many times, and I like will never stop saying it. But like, something has to change, whether it's like on the court or like in the locker room. There's the disconnect. It's the disconnect. Something is off, and they gotta fix it. They gotta mend it however they can. What's it called? Players only meeting?
Is that what it's going to take? Sage in the locker room or something?
It's just like
those don't always work, but it depends. I think with this group it could.
Yeah, I feel like, and Jalen, captain, like I feel like he could do it. I don't know. It's something like obviously they're not playing well, but something just like seems so off. So let me even the way they're like passing the ball.
Even though I agree with you, something's not right. And now we talked about this throughout the game. Obviously, they lost 4 in a row. But like, are you on? Because some fans are going to jump out the window, and it's like, the season's over. They ain't going to the finals. They're going to lose in the first round. Get Brunson off the team. We've seen some crazy talk even in the chat.
Yeah.
But like, are you jumping out the window now with this Knicks team?
See, and if I were home, and it wouldn't last that long, it would be like tonight, and that's it. I'd be like, oh my God, we're done. We're like never. but like only for a little, and then I'd go to sleep and wake up and hopefully feel a little better. I wouldn't totally give up on them. Being here, I feel the same way, but I'm like here. But no, I'm not giving up on them. They're a great team. We have great guys. But rough patch. It's a rough patch.
Yeah, it's the patch is getting a little deeper though.
It is.
It's the roughest patch since when? Maybe
2022.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
So 2022.
They didn't make the playoffs that year, did they? Not the 21-22 season or 22-23 season? Because 21-22.
It's the 22-23 season, and it was before
they made
were
the
going
second
on
round
a West Coast trip. I remember this loss. It was like Tibs was actually on the hot seat for that. It was early in the season, if I remember correctly, when they had that 4-game losing streak. And I think they had a bad loss in Utah, if I remember correctly.
The Hornets are beating the Thunder by 20 in the third quarter. Guys, speaking of regular season basketball.
But I'm glad you brought up because these things happen.
Yeah,
during the
we
season.
need like a.
And the Hornets.
I think contextually, like,
yeah,
I don't even know.
Would you rather be down by 20 to the Hornets if you're the defending champions, or would you rather have lost the way the Knicks lost tonight to the Pistons?
I'd rather be the Thunder because at least I have a title.
This is true. I agree.
He makes a great point.
The Knicks are coming off losing 3 in a row.
Remember the person who thinks the Hornets could be a playing team.
I still don't know about that. By the way, before we continue, I want to shout out Detroit Dyson 2182. He said thanks. He subscribed, posted a like. See you on February 6th. Yeah, that's another big one. We appreciate
that's around the trade deadline.
Around the trade
that's something I think we should talk about.
We will. And by the way, Detroit Dyson, if you're still here, let us know if you think the Pistons. I talked to Amari Sankofa about this. Let us know if you think the Pistons should make a trade because they will be rumored they're trying to get another number 2 with Cade and
MPJ,
all that stuff. The Pistons fans that have been in here and coming to this
have
been really nice. I want to say that during the playoffs we've seen that. So shout out to you, Detroit Dyson. I'm glad you appreciate the content and the conversation. We appreciate you too. 313 Kurt. So another Detroiter in here says Detroit basketball. I always kind of like that Detroit basketball chant.
I tell you, Detroit's a great basketball city.
Yeah.
And again, their team. This is why when they're really good, their teams play like Detroit. They're tough. They're always tough teams.
Yep.
When they're really good, the Ben Wallace teams, the Bad Boy Pistons, they're always really tough. They can make timely defensive stops. They give you just enough offensively, although this team with Cade has more creation than you're probably accustomed to.
For Detroit, I agree.
For Detroit, yeah, not Isaiah Thomas notwithstanding, to be clear. I'm talking about the more recent good Pistons teams. But yeah, I think if you're a Pistons fan, you should be feeling yourself. Like your team is legit. I think they still have to win a playoff series with this group for more people to sort of get on that bandwagon. But I came into the season, Detroit over. Detroit's going to be really good. Detroit's going to be in that group with the Knicks, with the Cavs, and the Cavs don't even seem to be in that group right now. And Kay Cunningham's a top 5 MVP candidate to me.
I love that you even brought that up. Even the Cavs, who I still think will find their way and get back up to near the top of these, maybe not.
Maybe.
It's a long season, and this is the thing as a Knicks fan, or Knicks fans in general talking about this. Knicks fans use the word disappointing, Rebecca. And there is disappointment right now with this team, for sure. I won't be at a level of anger.
This happened last year too, by the way. This is all season long last year. And with them not being the favorites at all, because it was understood that Boston and Cleveland were the top 2 or whatever. And then
but the thing is, people wanted to see them compete, they want to see them compete against high-level teams, and then they, for lack of a better term, played terribly against the Celtics and the Cavs in the regular season. And then this is my thing about fans. This is what I want to say. We learned just last year. Like, some of us have really short memories. We saw this last year. A team can look terrible during the regular season, and then they found it against the Celtics in the postseason. We literally just saw this last year, months ago. We just saw this. This is why you can't get too high about things in the regular season or too low. You got to try to stay in the even. Call things as they are. The Knicks are playing terribly on defense. They're not looking good on offense right now. That doesn't mean that's how it's going to be in April. Now, you want them to hopefully build good habits before they get back to that. But this is why you can't go too crazy. But expectations is what ruins everything for people. What's the quote? Expectations are the thief of joy. Do not let the expectations of the season kill your joy for enjoying the process of what this team is to go to. If you thought it was going to be all smooth, I think you were being very foolish, personally. It was never going to be that. I've been saying that. So this is nothing new. I've said this from the jump. Even with Mike Brown, I said 3-game losing streak was going to come. I didn't think it would get to 4, but here we go.
All that being said, though, Rebecca, I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, all that being said, the performance we just saw and have seen during this stretch, I mean, you can't help but have a reaction to it. Like, it's not everything, but it's not nothing either. It's not everything because of where we are on the calendar, but to come out like that against this team specifically.
Yeah. It's not like they've been these like end of the game losses. It's been like getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Like 20 points, whatever, 3 games in a row. Like maybe not at the end of each one, but like at a part of them, we've been down at least 20 points. And it's like, well, that can't happen. At least put up a good fight. There's no fight whatsoever. So if it were closer games and they were fighting harder, yeah, sure. Would have fucking sucked to be 4 like losses in a row, but at least it would have been like, at least they're like playing a decent game. This is, I don't even know what this is. They're like, they're like belt to ass thing. Like they're not playing good basketball. They're getting destroyed by other teams. That Detroit, great team, but like, and you know, they're all good teams, but like, shouldn't be doing that. Like, you shouldn't be letting that happen.
It's a good point though about how it looks. It's a good point.
The how matters because this is where you're supposed to show up. Again, Detroit doesn't have Jalen Duren, and it didn't matter at all. Paul Reed was okay. He didn't even kill you like that. Like Isaiah Stewart was fine, but in totality, like everybody. And here's the thing for me that I keep coming back to: this Knicks team still does not have a signature road win this season. We're almost 3 months in. We're like halfway through the season, just about. They're 7-9 on the road. The Pistons, Celtics, Raptors, Sixers, the Magic, I guess now, all have better road records. Atlanta too, actually, which is interesting. But like they're 7-9 on the road, and they're still. If you're better, 4-12 against the spread on the road so far this year. Now that's the worst in the NBA. The worst in the NBA. That's telling you that you're underperforming on the road. You know, not covering, not winning is not always the same thing. But you were favored to win this game by 2.5 because Jalen Duren's out primarily because of that. Even without Josh.
And they were down 2 starters.
You know, right? They were down because Tobias Harris too, and they've been down Tobias Harris. That hasn't mattered. You know, the Pistons are best road record in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, a great home record too. They're 14 or 13-3 at home now. They're also the best team in the NBA against teams 500 or better. They're 10-4. Like they're beating all the team. Like people were saying, oh, they have a soft schedule. They have the best record against good teams.
Against good teams, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that they are the number 2 defense in the NBA, and their defense travels.
That's Detroit basketball.
Well. Yes, and I'll say that. We got a quote from Mike Brown after the game. It is a very simple quote, people. It is not that deep. I love what Mike Brown says. He said it's pretty simple. They just physically kicked their ass.
Yes.
Damn right.
We saw that.
It ain't
all
that
saw
deep.
that. Rebecca meant that was the first thing Rebecca said, basically. Like about energy, where you kept talking about this in the first quarter. Like that we saw it right away. And we were like, yo, why do they look like they almost like they don't want to be there? You know, because Detroit makes you uncomfortable. and again, Jalen Duren's not even there.
And this is one thing I will give to the fans that I think are watching
as they show highlights of Detroit's win
over
Cleveland yesterday.
Like, okay,
this is yesterday.
Cool. And they came with good energy. But one thing I will.
And this is a closer game.
Yeah, no, that's one of the big parts of it. Yeah.
With Detroit to get big stops down the stretch, but you know that's the thing. It's not the offense; they had great defense down the stretch.
They didn't have a letdown game. Their energy didn't like, oh, we had a tough one in Cleveland. Let's pack it in. No.
Nope. Nope. Like, not at all whatsoever. This was after the game. Cade Cunningham was asked. He said, "We knew there was a little extra to this game. We wanted to beat them. There's no hiding that." Yeah, we saw it. We saw them come out the energy like they wanted to beat the Knicks. And I thought this too. I thought the Knicks, what kept them in that first quarter was they actually didn't shoot terribly, but they didn't shoot great. But they didn't turn the ball over. And that kept them in the first quarter. That was a huge factor. They had a chance to go up 1 in the final possession, but they made their second turnover of the quarter. But that's what kept them in there. Then it all just went downhill from there. They were sloppy. They couldn't make shots. They couldn't defend. You cannot do all 3 of those things and win the game. Rebecca, I was glad Bryan asked you the question about what's your real reaction to this and you feeling about, hey, I don't like how this feels, how this looks.
The disconnect
for this team, the way it just looks and feels right now.
Yeah, you can see it. So
I know you said you don't know what level of worry you're on a scale of 1 to 10. But if this continues to look like this, I'm not saying that it will. I'll tell you what. If I'm at the Garden, I'll be at the Garden on Wednesday. And if you're there, I'll text you.
We'll see.
If you're there, I'll text you. I'll text you if you're there. If you're there and it looks bad in the first half, I'm gonna just text you, Rebecca. ..
Like, I
don't know where this is going. It's hard for me to see this getting worse than this. But it's like nobody's seen it yet. And
if you lose to the Clippers Wednesday.
No, like that's like
before a 5-game road trip, where the best thing for the Knicks might be to get out on the road, except they haven't played well on the road, so I don't know. Like I don't know how good it is.
Back-to-back on the road also during that trip.
So Bryan, before I get back to something, Bryan said something. Bryan talked about the fact they have not played well on the road. And Bryan's been harping on this. And they were starting to play a little bit better. They got the record back to 7-7. They had a chance to go above 500 on the road at San Antonio last week, but we know what happened there.
Yeah.
And then they lost that. They lost that game. That was road loss number 8. And now you see road loss number 9 here today. How imperative is it for you that they start turning things around the road? Because the Garden have been pretty good unless they play the Sixers or the Heat. But
yeah. Or Orlando.
Yes. So you had them Sixers, Heat, Orlando had them all their losses. Yep.
I mean, it is important in the playoffs, if we're, right now we're in the higher standings, but there's a chance that more games will happen on the road. And you can't take that risk. It is weird because I feel like usually for the Knicks, the home games are worse because it's like the whole Madison Square Garden, everyone comes and like, it's like their dream to play there, yada, yada. So it is a weird feeling to be like better at home. And at first I thought in the beginning of the season, I thought it could be a good thing. Now I don't know. Now I'm not sure, but we'll see. This road trip is the test, I think, for sure. I mean, after this, like
I'll give you the road trip. I'll give you the road trip now.
So starts off in Phoenix on Friday.
Starts off Phoenix Friday. And we'll talk more about that Thursday on our live show. That'll be at 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sunday, they're in Portland.
Okay.
And then the back-to-back. So they finally have 2 days off for the first time in about a month. They're going to have back-to-back 2 days off, but then they have a back-to-back after that. In Sacramento, Wednesday, January 14th. And the day after on the 15th, they're in Golden State. So California, back-to-back there. Then they come back home and they, for some reason, play Phoenix again. But yeah.
I'll get more into my thoughts on the road trip later in the week. But that sounds like especially with what's happened here.
Sounds like a trap, right?
No, I would just. You got to go into that as a business trip. You got to take 4 out of 5.
Well, 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm counting the Clippers game in that. Make that 4 to 5.
Okay, this next 5-game stretch. Yeah. I mean, listen, Phoenix.
No, you literally have to.
Phoenix is good this year. Like, they found some things. Like, a lot of people talk about Colin Gillespie. Shit, I've seen Jamari Bouye have moments, and I remember when he was on the Heat, the Wizards, in summer league. Also, he's just been bouncing around, and he's had some moments for this team. But obviously, like, a lot's been made of Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, who's having a career year this year. Yeah, Phoenix a couple different times, and that's going to be interesting to watch for me too. Just this entire West Coast road trip, but Phoenix more so because they're playing the best out of all these teams just in totality this year. And this is you don't see another Eastern Conference team for a little bit, actually. If you're looking at this, 2 weeks.
Because Martin Luther King Day, they play the Mavericks.
Yeah, and then you play the Nets 2 days after that, which is the first time you'll see an Eastern Conference team in a while. So you have a whole bunch of West Coast games. Now, they've been pretty good against the Western Conference so far. Obviously, the Spurs and the NBA Cup final being the main one on a neutral site. But this is going to be an interesting set of games they have coming up.
It is going to be an interesting set of games coming up. We got another quote from Mike Brown after this game. This one coming courtesy of Vinny Goodwill. Shout out to Vinny Goodwill, who
He's from Detroit.
He's from Detroit and was hating on Pitt the other day. I had to let him
know a
little bit about that. Yes, he was. I had to let him know a little bit about that. Mike Brown said it's not time to panic. All right. It's not time to panic. But here's maybe one of the more interesting quotes from the night from Mike Brown. Mike Brown said that right now about defensive schemes, everything is on the table.
About defensive scheme.
Yes. So he's willing to change anything. You saw Mike Brown play. They played a little 1-3-1 zone in this game. You saw that. I think when you see coaches go to zone sometimes, that's being like, I don't trust you guys with your man-to-man responsibilities.
Saying everything is on the table is kind of... Do you feel like that's an overreaction? Do you feel like that's an overreaction, Rebecca?
I'll tell you why I don't think so.
Yeah, not... If he said that in general about everything, yeah, but I mean, we're going to suck on defense. So. So if he was like, yeah, everything's on the table, trades, offense, whatever, maybe, yeah, but I don't know, that defense like didn't exist. So
I'm intrigued by that.
I thought that Stephen Bondi said something very interesting to me.
Last episode of
that game.
As you try to look for more quotes.
No, I was. But I do want to give out. I do want to. And I just retweeted something Ian Begley tweeted. I'll get to Stephen Bondi's comments in 1 second. The Knicks 31-point loss to Detroit. This is from Ian Begley. Is there of S&Y? Is there 4th straight? This ties their longest losing streak since December 2022, which was that losing streak I was talking about, the 22-23 season. Mm-hmm. And they've trailed by at least 19. You mentioned this, Rebecca, in how it looks.
Yeah.
They've trailed by at least 19 in the second half of their 3 losses. The Knicks are 2-4 since Josh Hart's hurt his ankle. They've had one of the NBA's worst defenses in that span. I mean, we see that. And I'm glad Ian brought that up. Notice Ian there is not talking anything about offense. Ain't a damn thing to talk about with offense. It is about defense. If you are watching here, you have to let us know that you know it's about defense here. And we've got a poll here right now. Is this the Knicks'
voted yes.
The Knicks' worst loss of the season? That is we've got a poll here in the chat. That is a vote for me too. Right now, that poll's at 100%. Yes. We'll let you know how it finishes at 100%. Yes. Simeon Toko says the Knicks won the Little Emirates Cup and lost their minds.
I think Knicks are 5-6 since winning the cup, by the way. I don't blame the cup. I do not blame the cup.
No, I don't blame the cup.
And it's worth winning something. And if the Knicks showed you they could win a trophy, which matters for all y'all out there.
I don't think the cup is why they suck tonight.
No, I think that's silly.
I think they just suck tonight.
Yeah, they just suck tonight. Everybody sucked tonight. They sucked the last 4 games. They've been terrible. I just read you the stats from Ian Begley, and again, nothing about offense, about defense.
I just voted
because the defense. You yeah. Did you vote no?
No.
Okay.
I just realized I could go on to it.
One of the things I was going to bring up that Stephen Bondi talked to me about in our last episode, and we were talking about defense in particular, and we just heard Mike Brown's quote about everything's on the table. Look, we got to call a spade, and Steph's called it out, and I was glad he said it. Mikal Bridges has not been good in terms of point of attack defense, not help defense.
I mentioned this a couple weeks ago too.
Point of
and
attack
this before it got worse.
And it's gotten worse. His point of attack defense has been good.
Yeah.
I think
safety, not corner.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's playing a lot of good safety, not playing corner.
Yeah.
I like that. What you've seen in the last 2 games, and I could also, let me check now. I want to see if my point will be correct here tonight.
OG's a corner.
Okay. The previous couple of games, 2 games. So Hawks game, you were at. Sixers game, I was at. Miles McBride played 31 minutes. And you remember in the Hawks game, they were trying to come back in that game.
Wait, sorry, total?
Total, okay. Right? 31 minutes. In each of those games, he played 31. 31 against the Sixers, 31 against the Hawks on Friday night. The Hawks game, they were trying to come back. Miles McBride was on the floor when they were trying to come back and get stops. Mikal Bridges was not. Against the Sixers, when they were trying to come back, Miles McBride was on the floor late. Chris Persian of Clutch Points asked Coach Brown about that after the Sixers game, and he said, well, I wanted him out there for the shooting. And from what Steph and I was talking about, I was a little bit like, that's kind of true, but also maybe not completely true, right? Because Deuce McBride right now is their best point of attack defender. He's also shooting the ball well. So the shooting part I do agree with, but I do think that's something that people should keep an eye on, and that's what Steph was saying. Something to keep an eye on. Here's another thing. I just want to add another for people who missed the episode that Steph also said. Steph talked to a scout in the NBA, and what he said is that Mike Brown's scheme, and Mike Brown has talked about this, is to try to funnel guys to move the ball towards the middle of the court, right? Generally in basketball, most people know if you've played, a lot of coaches want you to push offenses to the sideline. So you can use the sideline as an extra man, you can trap them and all that stuff.
Yep.
So guys are having a bit of an adjustment period learning this new defensive scheme, which is a lot different from Tom Thibodeau. There's some things that look good in the defensive scheme, like Cat no longer having to play drop coverage, but it's a different scheme here. With all that being said, what I'm saying, just a long way, I just want to let people understand what I'm getting to. I wonder if Mike Brown's either thinking about either changing defensive schemes or changing personnel. And that's the thing. He also called, and this is one other note I'll mention that Steph brought up, he called Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet the best point of attack defenders on the team. I found that interesting.
Run that by me one more time.
Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet were the best point of attack or on-ball defenders on the team. Okay. He said point of attack. I don't think it was like probably on-ball.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be OG because he's a wing.
Right.
That probably tracks with what we've seen this season.
But why he said that Steph brought up the point, and he mentioned that is because those guys will get up in guys in a way that Mikal Bridges does not necessarily. If you look at Deuce McBride fight over screens, look at Landry Shamet fight over screens, they'll be right up on somebody. They'll get up on them in that way.
Yeah.
I think Mike Brown likes that. I think he'd like to see more of that. I think he would love more of that out of Mikal, but Mikal just hasn't done that. Doesn't mean that I don't think Mikal is capable of doing it, because I think he is. He just hasn't done it.
He's not the same level of physical.
No.
He's more of a finesse guy, which is what pisses a lot of Knicks fans off.
Yeah. We have a good friend, a mutual friend of ours, who's shout out to you, friend. Yes, she can't stand Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal's been good this year. I do think that's something to keep an eye on. Are you concerned? Would you want to see more? Because there's a lot of talk in the Knicks fan base and among media, content creators, Deuce in the starting line. You think Deuce should get more minutes?
Yeah.
Would you even or you favor those minutes over Mikal?
I don't know. I don't know.
Decisions, Rebecca.
But I definitely want more Deuce. I mean, I've said it like 10 times, like at least since he got, I mean, I think Deuce is great, but even since he came back from his injury, he's been like the bright spot of this like awful, disgusting mess that we've been.
You're right. He's been good. He's been good in the 5 games he's given for coming back. I mean, tonight, what did he finish with?
So it's like he's the good one.
He's been the bright spots to me tonight. If you want to find something, Deuce McBride. I said everybody was bad. He was a -3, but he was the best of the bad. Yeah. He's the best of bad. He had 17 points.
That tracks because he has the best plus minus net and on off, like by far on the Knicks this season. By far. Now that's not perfect, but he's the best on the team at that, which means the best lineups for this team typically include him. You know? Now, he's played enough to where this might not be, it's because he plays bench guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's played enough because he closes sometimes. And he's had 30-minute games. He's had 28 minutes, 25 minutes. He plays enough to where it's like, he's playing good players on the other teams too. So I do worry that if you start him, some of that takes a hit because now he's only out there with the quote-unquote good players, the starting five. But I do wonder if like how much that impacts things, because the thing I love about Deuce is how complimentary he is. He can make guys better, not necessarily as a point guard, as a floor general, but because he can shoot off of other guys, because he can relocate, which we saw in this game, off of other guys, because the way he can play off of other guys and the way he could defend, like point of attack defense, and provide that so that other guys don't have to gamble as much, so that they can guard their yard, so to speak. Like, he just makes life easier for you if you're out there on both ends of the floor. So I think it's interesting that he brought in Deuce also 4 minutes into the game, very early. It was
and Rebecca was on that too, because you were like, oh, wow, this is early Deuce minutes. And he subbed out Mitch, if I remember correctly. No, Mitch, and Mitch came back in.
Was that?
Yeah,
I thought that was a sub. It was a very quick sub, and then Mitch came back in for Cat.
Because Mitch, I don't think it was Mitch. Mitch had a long ass stint. Hold on, we gotta look.
I thought it was Mitch.
I'll check.
And then he came.
Hornets are beating the Thunder by 30, by the way, in the fourth quarter.
Why? Yeah. Wow.
So the Knicks don't even have the worst loss today, in totality. But hey, man.
OKC.
Well, Greg says Bridges has one mission for himself. That's not to get injured.
What he said?
Greg, do you think everybody's selfish on the Knicks?
That's funny.
I don't think this is a whole bunch of selfish tape.
Yeah, it was for Mitch. Okay, and then Mitch came right back in.
Came back in for Cat, if I remember
right
correctly, right?
Yeah.
He came back in for Cat. I thought that was and he ended up playing 9 minutes in that first quarter.
No, he entered the game for Mikal, actually.
Well, that's interesting. In it too.
Oh, but this is semantics because it's saying Mitchell Robinson entered the game for Mikal and Kevin McCullough entered the game for Cat. I'm sure that's reversed. It happened at the same exact time. So that's just
McCullough also one of the energy guys that brings some physicality that was off the bench first as well too.
5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. McCullough's in the game before Kolek also, which I thought was interesting because of Detroit's physicality. I feel like that's why you made that decision. And to Rebecca's point earlier, try to replicate some of what Josh Hart can do, which obviously Tyler Kolek, that's not what he's going to do. That's what Kevin McCullough has a better shot at replicating.
Yeah, Caden there. Yeah. Shout out to Northside Nabil here. Says shout out to you guys. Even though it didn't end up in a win, you had a good show. We did have a good show. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You know what? That's the way to. That's ultimately.
I'm gonna have fun
matters,
regardless
right?
if they win or lose. I'm gonna have fun. Like we want to see them win. It's more fun when they win. We do not like seeing so many of you disappointed or angry in the chat, but yeah,
sometimes that's fun too.
Sometimes it's fun too. Rebecca, we want you to go home and sleep well and like not be too stressed out. Shayna Patrick says, I'm surprised Diawara didn't have more minutes.
Me too.
Young, athletic, especially going up against a young team like the Pistons. Also says, I want to see what happens when Josh Hart comes back to see if there's a difference. Now, look, we talked about this. I mean, and Ian Begley kind of said this in his tweet. I mean, and I talked about this on the recent show with Steph. There's clearly a difference. You can see it in the offense. I think you're starting to realize, I think there's been a point where you could talk about OG Anunoby being maybe the most second valuable Knick on the team or most valuable Knick on the team, wherever you want to put him or Brunson.
Second.
Some people have Mitchell Robinson up
there.
Can't
put him ahead of Brunson.
No. Well, somebody could.
I
know somebody could.
But it's interesting because, Rebecca, you made that point earlier about Josh Hart. Like, I don't know. Are they missing him more than we think? Are they missing him more than they should be also? Like,
definitely more than they should be.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can.
Or is he just that important?
I mean, that
people wanted to trade him after the playoffs.
But he's had a good season. He's been really good, especially starting lineup. Oh, maybe he's just that important.
Rebecca, you think it's that bad?
I think. I mean, but you can't have other than Brunson, Brunson, whatever. But I think Josh had moments in the playoffs either last year or the year before, where he wasn't in the games and was hurt. So you have to be able to play without him, but they are missing him. I think they're missing him more than they should because they should be able to get wins without him. But I can't wait till he comes back.
He had a slow-ish start to the year, and then once they reinserted him into the starting lineup, and he had a stretch of games before that looked better. But they put him back in the starting lineup, and then it was this is Josh Hart.
Yeah,
this is Josh Hart again, you know.
Josh Hart.
And then he gets hurt, and it can't. I think we're not in a great place if Josh Hart is the reason for this slide. I guess is the larger point.
Yeah.
Because again, you just lost to a team without Jalen Duren, and also Tobias Harris and Karis LeVert, but Jalen Duren. The Pistons should not be whooping your ass like this without their second best player, who should be an all-star, who should be most improved player candidate, and who is just, I don't know if Knicks fans have been watching the Pistons enough. Jalen Duren's been awesome this year. He's been great. He's
absolutely
had some fantastic games this year.
Greg brings up the point of Greg's actually off the Brunson. He's off Brunson for once. But we talked about Bridges and physicality, and Greg, I know you weren't really rocking with us last year, but you will know that I was very critical of Mikal Bridges. And what was the big thing I was critical with him about, Bryan?
Not getting to the free throw line.
Not getting to the free throw line, fading away on shots all the
time. Look at that chemistry.
Greg says Bridges doesn't go to the free throw line much. Players that usually drive a lot to the rim have a much higher chance of sustaining an injury. Greg, I don't agree with some of the things you say. There's something to that. I don't think you're wrong on this, right? I don't disagree with everything you say. We've agreed on stuff. I think you're a little too harsh on Brunson, but
Mikal's just Cal Ripken Jr.
I don't here's what I'll say is I don't like one thing I'm very careful about
is calling players
effort and labeling them and soft. And I think those are words we use sometimes way too easily.
Yeah.
And I don't like calling players effort that show up to work at all whatsoever. And it matters that Mikal Bridges has been out there.
That's why I say finesse instead.
I don't love the fact that he's been reverting back to this more lately.
Yeah.
fading away. Early in the season, he was cutting more to the basket.
The free throws are down.
The free throws are down.
The free throws are back down.
Yes, and I think that's something to.
Can I give you some numbers?
Something to watch. Yes, please.
Per 100 possessions this season. Actually, last season. 1.9 free throws per 100 possessions last season, which is a number we harped on before the year. We were like, this is terrible. And early on in the year, he had doubled that. So he was at like 4, close to it, 3 something, whatever. Now, 1.6. He's getting to the free throw line a lot less in terms of per 100 possessions, per 36 minutes, whatever. This season so far, 35 games, he's gotten to the free throw line. He has 42 free throw attempts. More to the point, if we go back, so roughly a month, we'll go to December 3rd. December 3rd, that's a 15-game stretch. Mikal Bridges has taken 6 free throws.
That's crazy.
In the last 15 games.
That's crazy.
And as a matter of fact, if you throw in tonight, which is game 16, Mikal Bridges did not take any free throws. So he's taken 6 free throws in 16 games, in his last 16 games.
Wow.
This season so far. So Mikal Bridges is back to doing that. And honestly, you can go a little further back. You can go all the way back to even November 28th, where he only took a couple more. That's 9 free throws and now 19 games. You can do this to November 3rd, which is the 7th game of the season, and you're at 26 free throws in 30 games. So he's been under a free throw attempt per game, not per 36, per game. For 2 months.
And he started off being more aggressive attacking the rim, but now you've just seen him fading away on shots. And I don't know what it is, but he's got to get back into it. Now, he's not been – I don't think he's been a problem for the Knicks this season. I think he's had a very efficient season.
You don't think he's becoming one?
I think he'd be part of the problem with defense more so.
I think it's been magnified a little more with Josh Hart out.
I agree. That's a good point. I agree with that. Because here's the thing. Yeah, that's a great point, Bryan. Him playing the way he has, whether he's not going to the free throw line or not, or maybe not being as aggressive on point of attack defense, we've been fine. But Josh Hart being out kind of magnifies that a little bit more. I do agree with that a ton. By the way, shout out to our crew. Nikolai, I don't know if this was you back there, but I appreciate you switching Nikolai, taking all the credit. Yes. Nikolai decided to put the game here on our monitor in front of us, took it off the basketball, and put it onto that fantastic game last night between the Steelers and the Ravens. Shout out to Knicks Film School contributor Sean Hardy, who's a Ravens fan, who had himself a wonderful night.
That's right.
Oh, I love that. Shout out to you, Sean. Shout out to you. The Steelers with their fantastic comeback.
I was going to decline our next invite to come on the show.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be happy. Liverpool beat Tottenham this year. And then also, he saw the Steelers beat the Ravens. But I appreciate Nikolai for doing that, because we need to see some good vibes in this studio after what we just witnessed from the Knicks. I could relive this again. We can do that. A couple people in the chat before we wrap. Vito617 says, first time listener. Love that, like a radio station. I'm a Detroit boy, but wanted to say I love the matchups between our teams dating back to the playoffs last season. Been an absolute blast to watch. Vito, I agree. I think the matchups are good. I'm wondering if this could start to become a rivalry. I think even a response game by the Pistons like this tonight helps towards that. Good for the young Pistons in responding. Now you got to see how the Knicks respond, because they haven't responded as anything of late. Greg says that's his mission, talking about Mikal, to not get injured. He's selfish too, Dexter. See, Greg, I'm not.
I don't want to throw selfish.
You're going too far there. Too far. A little too far. Selfish, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know Mikal Bridges' heart, mind. I can't say that. Do I think he's a selfish player? No. I also really leery about calling players selfish unless I see them do some Ricky Davis stuff back in the day, right? Like, you got to really show me that for me to buy that. If you go look up Ricky Davis getting his own rebounds and stuff, that's a whole nother thing.
Or if they really don't care about winning at all.
Right. Greg says
which I think he does.
Greg says you ain't winning much with selfish players that have their own goals for themselves, whatever that may be. I don't disagree with your point, Greg, about selfish players, but I actually don't think the Knicks have that on this team. I think this is a group of guys that like each other, that like playing for each other, that are committed to winning. They're just going through a rough patch right now. I don't think Mikal Bridges is a selfish player. I think that's harsh to say, especially, it's
Also, to say it about like not wanting to get injured, like who wants to get injured?
Right, that's true.
And I've seen him fall so many times, and I'm like, oh, sometimes I was watching my dad, I'm like, holy shit, like he's down. My dad's like, he's fine. it's Mikhail. So I don't think that he doesn't risk his body the same way the rest of them do. So
I agree.
Funny drag.
There might be something about him avoiding contact. Is
okay.
He's finesse.
They're saying somebody is selfish or risking injury. I think those are different things, right? I think there's this, especially sometimes for some older fans, there's this idealization that everybody's a bruiser and super physical. Like, nah, everybody's not built like that sometimes, right? Like, and that's fine. He says if your only mission is to not get hurt, that means he's not giving his all to his team. But how do you know that's his only mission?
Yeah,
that'd be my question. You don't know that it's all, unless he's come out and said that. You don't know, right? Like you don't know what his only mission is. I think Mikal Bridges is the guy who's played in NBA Finals. Like to act like he's not part of winning is that's.
And he mattered. He mattered then too. He was a depoy candidate.
He was second in Defensive Player of the Year that year. I'm not gonna be here calling him a selfish player.
Yeah.
I just think.
I do think the defense is, I don't know if tailed off is the right way. I don't think he's as good now as he was then on the ball.
I agree. On ball, I agree.
He still has great moments off the ball. We saw it in the Celtics series, especially. But I don't know. Like, it's just, Rebecca, I'll ask you this: like, what is it that you want to see from Mikal? Like at this point, because he makes Knicks fans really antsy because of the draft picks, because of all the draft capital it took to get him, the first round picks and stuff. So that's going to always be tied to him.
Yeah.
And it won't shake unless they win the title with him. So what do you want to see out of him now at this point?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm trying to think back to when he first came to the team, and I thought he was really great. I mean, I do still think he's great, but
yeah.
You guys talk about the defense, obviously that. I feel like he's been getting a lot of steals of late, stealing more of that. I feel like that was something that kind of a little streak going. Maybe I made that up, but it felt like he did.
No, he had the stocks. He had the stocks.
Yeah.
No,
and
right.
So bring that back a little up. That would make me happy. I don't know all of his stats right now. I mean, nothing looked good tonight, obviously, but so I can't say for sure, but bring up the stocks and I'm okay.
Yeah, he's gotten over 2 stocks a game last 6 games before this game.
And he was also pretty low turnover, if I remember correctly.
And was distributing a little bit more early in the season.
You know what I think the issue is though? And I think this is what Knicks fans will be like, this is where they want to see more. Because he's shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3, thereabouts, roughly that. He wasn't shooting that from 3, he was good tonight, but he was 2 for 4. But if it doesn't feel like, he's shooting 40% from 3, he's shooting 50% from the field, it feels kind of like, he just don't shoot like that, and that's why his percentages are high. You know what I mean? Like
he doesn't have high volume,
or he's not making them as many timely shots, maybe as some other guys.
It's funny. He had some big time shots. Remember the cup game? He's had some big.
I know
shots.
that's what I was thinking. Is it
earlier? Yeah,
the last couple of weeks maybe not so, but he's had some big shots this season.
I don't want to make him the scapegoat of their struggles,
because it's not
on one person. Yeah,
none of this is on one person.
Like Brunson, who we haven't talked a lot about because he scored a bunch, but his turnovers were silly. Not as silly as Cat's, who we probably haven't talked enough about.
God, Cat's turnovers are terrible.
We talked about him a lot during the game, which is why, but we should do some of that post game. But Brunson, bad turnovers, not moving the ball enough. I agree. I do think some of him not really getting any assists in this. He had no assists. Some of that is also just guys not making shots, but he did hold the ball a little bit more in the third as they were trying to come back. But I think it's because he saw that nobody else was doing shit. And he's like, look, I can create shots against these guys. Nobody else has it going. OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns combined 7 shot attempts in this game.
That's crazy.
That can't happen.
Yeah.
Cat and OG, we took too long to talk about this during the game, after the game, because we talked about it during the game. But they went combined 2 for 7. OG and Cat. OG 1 for 3. Cat 1 for 4. 11 points total combined. That more so than the Mikal thing. I mean, Cat, you have to show up in these big games against these playoff teams. Like, he was very up and down in the playoffs last year. He's very up and down in his career. It feels like that's what you're going to get. And then with OG, the offense has been better, I think, this year. But you need the consistency also in these matchups. Like, both of them were, like, if I'm going to look for reasons as to why they play like shit, that's where it starts for me, is those two offensively, Cat especially, because Cat had as many turnovers as points. He had 6 points. He had 6 turnovers. And all the turnovers were dumb as shit.
They were bad. Like that's what I said earlier. All turnovers are not equal. And his turnovers were bad.
Stiff arms,
momentum killers. And when Cat has his dumb turnovers and stupid fouls, they're bad. And so that's it. I just want to read a couple more things before we wrap here. Our legendary columnist here at the New York Post, Mike Vaccaro, he tweeted out, "This is some inexcusable no-show by the Knicks." He is 100% right. There's no excusing this.
That's what we're saying.
Everybody was terrible. There's no excusing this at all whatsoever. And then here we go. You want it again? I'm going to say this one more time. I don't want to hear from any of y'all about offense. I don't want to hear it. If you are talking about offense in this game, you are not watching the game. You've not been watching any of these games. You're not. You know why? This is the 12th straight game that the Knicks have allowed their opponents to score more than 110 points. That was the magic number Steph and I talked about, and shoot above 45% from the floor. That is the longest such streak in the history of the New York Knicks.
Wow. I mean, well, with the way the game is played
and
now.
To play with the game is now, because 110 would not have been the benchmark 25 years ago. To probably been 100 points. But the way the game is played now.
But the fact that it hasn't happened even in the last 5 years is a little surprising.
It's a little surprising. This stretch,
although the defenses were better.
But this stretch of defense the Knicks are playing to that point, it's been terrible. It's been bad. It's been bad. That is not a small sample size, folks. That is 12 games. We're talking about over a tenth of the season, right? That is 12 games that the Knicks have allowed over 110 points and people to shoot 45% of the floor. The effort is not there on defense. That was not a happy moment for me last night. The effort is not there on defense, but that is not sustainable. If this defense does not get better for the Knickerbockers,
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
It's gonna come. Josh Hart will come back. I have no work. The Knicks will make shots. The offense will be fine. That is the least of my concerns. Yeah. I have no worries about the offense. Does the offense look great right now? No. But OKC is sputtering against the Hornets tonight. The offense
117 to 90. Hornets are beating them with 3 minutes left. The Hornets are going to win that
game.
The
OKC might not score 100 tonight. Sometimes you have games where you don't
OKC
well.
second game off of back-to-back also. Knicks didn't have that excuse. Detroit did. And also, I think Charlotte's not that bad when they're healthy. When they're healthy. They're good. Yeah, they're good when LaMelo, Kniffel, Brandon Miller on the floor. They have positive results.
I also want to read one more comment here before we get out here.
Yeah, and I have one more thing.
Deborah Flowers 8095. Thank you for watching and hitting the like button, subscribe button. Said we were winning when the ball was passing from the start of the game. Bridges played laid off defense. Every guard cooked them. Look, he was getting cooked. And the ball was passing, and you know what Knicks weren't doing. And I mentioned this again. If you watch the game, they were taking care of the ball in the first quarter. That's what kept them in the game when they weren't shooting well, right? I don't think they were defending particularly well either, but they took care of the ball. They didn't do that, and then look what happened. So, yeah, look. Rebecca, I don't know if you have any final words. They looked terrible. Terrible. There is nothing else you can say about this.
Yeah.
It's not that, and they didn't show up. It's not that they did not show up tonight. We showed up to
I was just gonna say that.
We showed up.
I showed up.
They did not show up. They did not show up tonight. And this is a stinker. This is a dud. This is disappointing. This is inexcusable. They got to get it right. You gonna be there on set? You gonna be there on Wednesday?
Who knows? I'll see.
Get your money. Sell it. Sell it.
Ryan is telling you and your dad. Shout out to Mr. Chasen.
Mr. Chasen. Sell them tickets. Don't go back until they have a good performance on the road.
Sell those tickets.
You were saying.
I mean, I wasn't even saying anything. That obviously sucked. Though it was great to be here. Had a lot of fun. Also enjoy talking after instead of just like wallowing in my apartment because I would have been.
Provide some therapy for you.
Could not imagine myself smiling after a game like that, but enjoying myself here. This was very fun. Knicks got to get their shit together. It's like there's nothing really else to say about them.
They got to.
Yeah, they must.
Well, I hope that the next time that you come up here is bad. This is what I say to everybody when they're 0-1 after come up here. I hope the next time they come up here, I hope it's a little bit better. I hope the chat is not as angry. It was fun when it was going through the cup, but I don't know. Bryan, do you have any perspective to put on this? Last thoughts?
It's the worst game of the season. It's the worst loss of the season. They still haven't beaten. I don't think they've beaten a good team on the road yet. When they beat the Hawks on the road, I thought that was their best win on the road, but the Hawks were also 15-18 at the time, or something along those lines. Look, man, maybe it doesn't stay like this. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad. Like long term, because again, it's early January. Like, guys are going to be trade eligible January 15th. We're at the point where 10-day contracts are going to finally start like being more readily available, and you don't need a hardship exception. Like, the league is still in the early stages of the year. We're about halfway through the season, but not quite there yet. All that being said, Knicks have to get their shit together, man. You need that quality road win against a good team. And tonight was very inexcusable. Having no Jalen Duren there and to come out like that, really come out like that after halftime. Because halftime, it was like, okay, maybe now you're down double digits, you get it together, you come out, and Detroit goes on a run immediately. Like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, we're the team to beat in the Eastern Conference now. Now, will it amount to something? We don't know, because Boston and Cleveland ran the East last year, and then the Knicks and the Pacers wound up in the Eastern Conference Finals. But if their defense doesn't get it together, this is the key thing for me.
Yep.
No defense in the NBA has been outside of the top 11 and won an NBA title in recent history, except for two. The second Lakers team in three-peat, and I think Shaq was hurt for some games that year.
Down the stretch, yep.
And the Nuggets with Nikola Jokic.
But they got to 12th.
Who were top 10, top 8 for the second half of the year.
Yep.
And they also, both those teams, had the best player on earth. As good as Jalen Brunson is, you don't have Shaq and you don't have Nikola Jokic. Jalen Brunson, different. So you still have some more things to overcome. And we'll be talking about some trade stuff too, because I don't know if I expect anything big necessarily, but listen, there's some things they can potentially do around the margins. And if Mike Brown is serious about shaking things up and looking for answers and trying out a lot of different things, like we're seeing Kevin McCullough get early minutes. We're seeing Tyler Kolek get early minutes and not get early minutes, but getting minutes. And we're not seeing a lot from other guys on the roster who we expected to have big roles, like a Gershon Yabusele, for example. And we'll see if other guys start to get phased out. So I just think that this is a big stretch for them. It's a bunch of Western Conference teams. It's a Western Conference road trip. And you got to get some road wins, man. 7-9 on the road, I think, is also inexcusable if you're calling yourself a contender.
I think all that's fair. Now, last words for me, what I'll say is, this is an inexcusable performance. This is a terrible performance. The sloppiness with the basketball, the dumb fouls, overall, everybody was terrible. Nobody is unscathed here, is what I will say. But I think the thing is, in doing what I've done in my profession as a sports journalist, is you watch enough basketball, you watch this over time, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. Lows come in the season. It happens. I've watched a lot of Knicks basketball. I grew up a Knicks fan. I understand the passion. Fans sometimes, I think, just are too much the day-to-day. They live way too much in the moment. They don't look at the bigger picture. They don't look at even recency, as I keep saying. Last year, so Knicks, you mentioned it, they didn't play well against the Cavs. They didn't play well against the Celtics. And they figured some things out in the playoffs. That Denver Nuggets team you talk about in 2022, I know they had Nikola Jokic, but they figured some things out defensively towards the end of the season. What you want if you're a Knicks fan now is you want to learn this now. I always talk about the regular season is about learning things. You want to learn now what happens when you get punched in the face. How do you respond after this loss to Detroit? All right, the 3-game lose streak wasn't enough for you to respond to get punched in the face. What are you going to do now when it's 4 and you got to win a game and go on the road? That's what matters. If all you focus is on now when the sky is falling, then come on, I've watched way too many basketball. You think Oklahoma City, championship or not, you think they're going to act like the sky is falling after losing to the Hornets who stink tonight? No,
but I feel better about their ability to respond
because they're also a much better defensive team.
Yeah,
we know that. My point is, you're gonna have some peaks and valleys.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
You're just gonna wallow in the valley and act like it's over. Maybe it is over. I don't know. None of y'all know. And again, if you say you know out there and people making the bold predictions, you're lying. You have no idea. But what I do know is the defense stinks right now. I'm about what I see, and I'm about facts. And the defense stinks right now. We just talked about the last 12 games, right? Shout out to Tommy Beer, who posted that. He had that stat up. Shout out to him. We talked about the last 12 games. The defense stinks right now. Nothing is going to turn around. You're not going to see this team back to the level they were during the NBA Cup and to get to where they want to be if they aren't playing good defense. Do I think this team has enough talent to be a top 12 defense? I do. I actually really do think they have to do it. They've got to want to do it. They've got to do it. Do I think Mike Brown's serious about making some changes? Yeah, I think so too. I think Mike Brown has shown me he's willing to experiment. He's willing to make changes if something's not going wrong. He doesn't give a damn about what you get paid or your feelings. And I like that. They're going to have to get it done on the defensive end. So for all of you Knicks fans out there, if your focus is on the fact that they scored 90 points tonight, you are missing the point. You are not understanding the game. They're going to have to learn to score games, how to win games when they score only 100 points. But if they have this kind of defensive effort that we've seen, I'm just squarely put on the 4 games, but over the last 12 games, yeah, they have enough talent to outscore people. Yeah. This is a really good offensive team. Yeah. And they're still going to be a really good offensive team.
Yeah.
You've seen that because in those 12 games, they won some of them games where they outscored and put up a lot of points against a lot of people. They almost beat San Antonio when they blew the lead, but the reason they lost that San Antonio game was because they couldn't get stops. Tonight, they couldn't get stops. Tonight, they couldn't take care of the ball, and then they also didn't make enough shots. They got to clean it up. They got a chance against the Clippers because if they lose to the Clippers, who have been playing better basketball lately, but if they lose to the Clippers
at home,
everybody is going to be angry.
That's the one where it'll be a 5-alarm fire. For a lot of people, if they lose to the Clippers, despite the way the Clippers, because like you could be like, hey, the Clippers are 12-22 now. They just had a 6-game winning streak that was snapped against the Celtics, who are playing really well, and I think that's going to make Knicks fans a little antsy because you're looking at Boston and it's like, wait a minute, why are they so good without Jason Tatum? And now they actually have like some toughness on the wings, some guys who can defend who are annoying. I don't know how good they actually are. We'll see, but
if they're ready to play,
their net rating is good. Like, but with the Clippers, man, you better not lose that game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, when we started this broadcast, you asked me, Rebecca, we were talking about it. Is this a must-win for the Knicks? Well, I said no, but I thought it was important for them to get their confidence back. Well, they didn't do that. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right here.
Must win.
Wednesday is a must win. You cannot lose at the Garden to the Clippers. And I know the Clippers aren't the Clippers what they used to be, and they got all the stuff going on, with they
beat the Pistons
Leonard and all the stuff, and they did beat the Pistons recently. But you can't lose to the Clippers at the Garden. You can't lose because I don't know if Mr. Chasen is going to go to the game, or if he is going to go, he might throw his drink. He might be that annoyed. This is what might happen. You can't lose to the Clippers and go because I'm not Mr. Push the panic button. And Mike Brown said he's not pushing the panic button. Everybody knows me. I am a very even keel guy. You want to jump out the window after the Clippers? I won't do it, but I understand why you did it.
They'll be 23-14, and they'll also be heading into a road trip on a 5-game losing streak, and they haven't been good on the road this year. So that's why you can't like the message that sends. You'll have some people saying some crazy shit ahead of the trade deadline.
Oh, I would also like to know.
Like I'll have to be explaining to people like here's why like Mikal Bridges is not really like somebody teams will. I don't even know if you could trade him right now, given the extension. But
you can't know when you can trade Mikal Bridges. his trade eligible. I believe it's like right before the trade
February
deadline.
1st.
February 1st.
He is trade eligible then.
Yes, right before trade deadline.
But like he just signed an extension, and if I'm another team, I'm like, why am I running to pay him $40 million in a couple of years?
Here's the one silver lining I will say before we get out of here. The last time the Knicks had a 4-game losing streak that I mentioned in that 2022 year, and there was talk about firing Tibs.
Yeah.
The Knicks did. I don't remember what the streak was right after, but they did start playing some really good basketball right after that. They started
better
on a little bit of a run.
Yeah.
So, again, the season is long. This is where you're supposed to find things out. You're going to find out what this Knicks team is made of. They're going to either rise to the occasion or they're going to fold. That's it. If they fold, some of y'all will be angry. And if they rise, some of you guys are going to act like they've won the championship again. Either way, y'all you're doing too much. Like, you got to take this stuff in stride. You got to hope they're playing good basketball by the playoffs. That's it. I know nobody wants to hear that because people just want to be angry. I know, I get it. Nobody wants to hear that. I get it. Nobody wants to hear that. But it's true. And you just saw it last year. Stop having convenient amnesia, right? Do I like how they look? No, they look terrible. I've criticized them. Said they look like ass. The defense looks like ass. Nobody's not saying that. But they got a chance to get it right. They better get it right on Wednesday. If not, it's going to be rough.
Can we hit one comment before we get out of here?
Sure.
Rebecca, after you chime in, just
what?
Where you at with this?
Yeah. You can say? You want to talk about how much more ass the defense is?
No, they must win Wednesday. That's it.
Wednesday. Bryan, what's the last comment?
Jay Bain X24 says, who's going to help JB score? They fired Tibbs to avoid playing defense.
That's
looking like champs. Dolan Detroit. This could be a Detroit comment. And also someone else said, welcome to Detroit City. I mean, who's going to help JB score is fair given what we just saw today. The answer, unfortunately, is Deuce McBride. And,
I will say this. This is how I know it's a Detroit comment. Scoring is the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Detroit's like
Detroit hasn't listened to this whole thing.
Detroit plays the type of basketball I like. It's like, yo, we'll score 87, but we'll make sure you score 85.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Like, and I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. That's the Pistons of the 80s. That's the Knicks of the 90s. And that's the entire NBA of the 2000s to some extent.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how it is, Rebecca.
By the way, the poll.
What did anybody vote no?
49% of votes, 49 votes so far and counting. 94% said yes. This is the worst Knicks loss of the season. 6% said no.
I need to know about this.
All right, they're just like messing up.
I need to know about this. I need to know about that 6%.
No Void 1 says, what a shitty day. Giants keeping Joe.
Oh God!
That's why I said I'm glad it's just the Knicks.
That's just the Knicks.
And then the Knicks getting embarrassed. I forgot the Giant. Damn, I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised at that. I didn't think about that much today, but
I didn't think that much about it either. But Rebecca, we appreciate you rocking with us here.
Yeah. For
your first live Knicks Watch Party, we gotta have you back in hopefully better circumstances.
Hopefully, this was awesome. Though I had a lot of fun.
No, I'm glad.
Had a great time.
Also. Despite watching the Knicks.
Other than watching the game, the watch party was great.
we appreciate. Want to thank everybody in the chat. Obviously, our great production team behind the scenes doing a fantastic job. Shout out to everybody in the chat who came in with comments. Yes, even you, Greg. 5592.
And the Pistons fans.
And honestly, the Pistons fans. A lot of Pistons fans.
The Pistons fans are not being disrespectful, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, we talk
like.
Rebecca,
I give the Pistons fans props.
Yeah, no.
The Pistons fans have been cool. Pistons fans, if you like the content, come back with us. We're gonna do
one person subscribe. Look, they're just pumping their chest because they win. They deserve it.
Yeah,
they deserve it. And they're not even like saying anything crazy about like any of us up here or whatever. Like look, shout out to the Pistons fans. Come back on February 6th and any other time you feel like.
We'll do another one. That'll be another big game. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you liked it. Come back. We appreciate everybody who rocks with us with the energy for these. As Bryan said, we will have more content coming later this week.
Thursday
we'll be doing a live show before the road trip, so that'll be interesting to talk about.
Yes, TBD, but I'm working on it.
That'll be after the game on Wednesday night against the Clippers. I will be there. I will have post-game reaction for everybody from that game. So that'll be good. It could be fun or it could not. I don't know what to say about that. I'm Dexter Henry. He's Bryan Fonseca. That is Rebecca Chasen. Go give her a follow on all social media platforms. Does a great job with Knicks Film School and the Knicks Twitter show. that they do. We will catch you next time on another edition of New York Got Game. Peace, y'all. Happy New Year for the last time.
And thanks for watching New York Got Game. Boom shakalaka.